Hello, hello. What's going on, Facebookers? I'm reporting live from the getaway. This is the platform because when it's about sports, it becomes our business. I am Josh Stanton.
Wait. Hold on. Stop the press.
Wait a minute, man.
Hold on.
What you doing, man? You're trying to start the show for us, man?
I was starting the show.
This man gonna come to our getaway.
He's a guest here.
You know, we've been here for 3 weeks.
3 weeks. Ain't no guest over.
And taking over.
Come to somebody's house after 3 weeks. You know what the dishes are. Get your own stuff. I knew what the button was, so I got my own stuff.
You brought in your stuff.
Got my drink
on the couch.
I got my stuff, man. Look,
He's set now.
I'm set, man.
Just taking over.
Because when it is about sports,
it becomes
our business. That's my line, man. What's up, y'all?
I don't know. I think I said it better.
Uh-oh.
Enthusiasm.
He already
Where's
started.
the bruh button?
He gonna give me back on Sunday.
Y'all don't get the DJ.
He gonna give me back.
Don't mess with the DJ.
You know, that's a good idea. Is that maybe we can hook something up so we can get the sound effects I can have on cue.
Oh yes.
Don't get that to this man, boys.
Hey,
that is a good idea, actually.
Man.
You already know how we roll with sound effects as DJ, so you know.
Yeah.
You know. But hey, that's our other love, our other profession.
Two coldest DJs in St. Louis.
Hey, appreciate that, man,
bro.
Appreciate it.
That's a good save, man.
Right. Save yourself.
Save.
But yes, this show is sponsored by Vest Soda and the Red Cup.
Yeah.
Solo.
Don't ask him what is in there.
You don't want to know. But no, welcome out, y'all.
I have ice and water.
So he says.
It's vodka.
So
it's
he
Tito's
says.
vodka.
Who? Tito's vodka.
Not
This
Tito,
guy.
Not Tito Jackson. Tito. No, all right, no.
Yeah, but hey, it's good to see y'all bros again. We were supposed to have a fourth guy, Eli Nick. Matter of fact, he joined us now.
Eli, man, I thought you were working.
Right, he's supposed to be here.
Right, brother, man.
He said,
well, hopefully he should be back next week.
He said that boy drinking slices.
It's like, hey, you got to get your water slices up. Man.
Get your water slices up.
And yeah.
Don't worry about what a water slice is.
Don't worry about that.
Just get them.
Get the water slices, man.
Try to do the finger snap.
Just like that.
Right. So, once again, it's good to have y'all back.
Man,
Eli, sorry you couldn't be here tonight.
Yeah.
We'll hold things down. Hopefully we get you here next week as well. But hey, we here at the getaway another week. It's cold as that thing here.
Yes.
It's cold as ice.
It's crazy, but hey, we made it. We ready for another show. What is your hot topic?
Hot topic right now is a wild divisional series of football.
Man.
That's all I got to say. We'll get into it, man. We'll get into it later.
Go ahead on, Josh.
These hands.
Get these hands.
There you go.
These hands. That's my hot topic.
I'm waiting on that T-shirt.
Yeah,
I feel like these hands is trending
right
on
here
Twitter.
the show.
Right, you feel me? We should all just get these hands.
These hands.
I'm rooting for these hands.
It's gonna happen.
So, my hot topic is about beef.
What's beef?
Now, I ain't talking about like,
where's the beef?
I ain't talking about like where's the beef and ground beef. I'm talking about beef in sports.
Ooh.
In particular.
Ooh.
In particular.
What happened?
If y'all didn't see it,
Didn't see what.
go on YouTube, whatever, Bleacher Report. Houston Rockets and the Los Angeles West Side Clippers.
West Side.
Man.
Other day, if y'all didn't see it, I'm pretty sure y'all check it out very soon. But there was a play that happened in which Blake Griffin got the ball, trying to keep the ball in bounds, threw it off of Eric Gordon's head. Not his lower body, none, his head.
I mean, hard as he could, too. Wow.
Then
you remember
Tony,
like what you do when you was a kid, when you throw it up, whoop, upside your head. That's what he did.
Like he did like his little brother or something. Boom.
So Mike D'Antoni didn't like it. Trevor Ariza, the instigator, Ariza, didn't like it either. He had some choice words for Blake and then also for Austin Rivers.
Somebody said something about somebody's mama.
I mean, it's all kind of stuff going on. After the game, sources say that certain guys from the Rockets went over to the Clippers locker room trying to cause a little commotion. It was more so spearheaded, sources say, by Trevor Ariza, trying to get into the locker room and get at Austin Rivers because they feel like what the word has been about Austin Rivers is that he's not established enough yet to have like this arrogance, like he's like a top 10 player.
So it's more ego.
So he also has some choice words in regards to the play that happened and to Trevor Ariza. And for what I'm hearing from what's his name, who played for the Clippers, Matt what's his name? Matt
Barnes.
Matt Barnes. He was like, yeah, Ariza, he's someone who doesn't play. Like if you come a certain way and you ain't earn that respect, Ariza is the kind of guy that's gonna hey,
he gonna check you
because he been there long enough to do so. He done earned the right to check the brother.
So bottom line, word is that it got pretty interesting. Word is that Chris Paul had a escape plan route from the Rockets locker room to the Clippers locker room or training room. Because of course, Chris Paul played for.
He know where all the
know all the hot spots.
He know where to go.
They were saying that he was trying to start things, but now they say he was the one trying to be the peacemaker. It was really Trevor Ariza that was really trying to get at Austin Rivers, DeAndre Jordan. He didn't play, but he was like, "Hey man, you ain't coming to this locker room. Y'all in the wrong room. Y'all need to go ahead and back up." Blake Griffin, they were saying he was animated. There's a lot of stuff going on, man.
You know what? That's reminiscent of when the Giants and the Dodgers teams got into it after a game. I believe it was, I want to say Matt Kemp stormed the Giants locker room, bamming on the door, demanding someone come out and get these hands.
I ain't heard that.
And they had to stop. I don't know what it is with the West Coast and banging. But man, they banging on the West Coast.
I mean, when you got NWA and Tupac, the thug is pretty much in your blood. So
hey,
man, it's crazy. But at the end, they just announced today that Trevor Ariza is the only one who's been suspended for 2 games. He may be getting fined as well. But I have a feeling that the next game,
February 28th,
is gonna be like watching the Royal Rumble or something.
February 28th. I can't wait. I'm gonna tune in for that one.
Man, it's gonna be crazy.
And then it's gonna be
some more beef.
We got more beef.
Yeah,
we got more beef.
More beef.
I'm glad I'm not a vegan.
This could be within a team, and not just any team. But the Cleveland Cavaliers.
Dang, that is not what I wanted you to say.
Wow.
Dang it.
So
what's going on there?
The word is that they've been having this losing streak, and a lot of people are saying that they're not really fond of how LeBron James is holding the ball so long during possessions. Like they want him to pass the ball fast and move the ball around to get guys open shots. While LeBron James' mindset is like, I'm trying to make plays for my team.
So you're trying to draw the defense to him.
You're right. So
which is smart.
Right. So you got people saying on the team that, of course they don't have a lot of practice time at all. Isaiah Thomas just announced recently that they don't have practice for real at all. And so he's slow in his development on joining the team and getting acclimated with what they do. But they're saying that the pace of the game is slow because of how LeBron James has the ball a lot and it's not passing the ball faster. So you got beef with different teams. You got some beef that's happening within the team. What a time for beef. So I got to say, man.
Not to mention the beef that happened, so-called beef between Tom Brady, Bill Belichick, and Robert Kraft.
Exactly.
Like a triple threat match or something.
I'm gonna need them to get it together because them Jaguars. We gonna get to that.
Yeah, I can't wait. I cannot wait.
Oh man.
But concerning the LeBron thing, I never thought that I'd hear that you complaining that the greatest player in the world got the ball too much. Pippen never complained about when Jordan had the ball.
Yeah, because Jordan wasn't gonna have it. Jordan wasn't gonna
LeBron
have
ain't gonna have it either.
That wasn't going.
You see LeBron barking at Tyronn Lue that last game? Boy, they was over there like, no, you need to do it. I was like, oh,
LeBron James is a different breed than Michael Jordan. Michael Jordan, he will degrade you all the way down and ask Horace Grant.
Oh,
and that's why Horace Grant.
I did see that interview. I saw that interview too. Yeah,
he said he would ride you to the moon. I remember. I'll never forget that. Yeah. So yeah, Jordan was a different breed than LeBron James.
I said Horace Grant. My body
and going back to like LeBron, like this whole generation of players. Remember we had this conversation a long time ago in regards to
sure did.
These guys are soft now. they're so sensitive about anything.
They are softer than cotton, man.
Seriously.
I mean, they are so thin-skinned.
I was going to say something that contradicts my life.
Right. I mean,
it was going to be bad. It was going to be. I'm not going to say that.
Yeah, because we are live.
Yeah,
and this is recorded.
I'm going to say that for later when the camera's on.
Yeah, I mean, what is your thoughts about this generation? What do you think?
I mean, you know, it's been a common discussion between the legends of basketball about the degree of intensity that's been it's decreased. That because back then there were no flagrants, there were no hand checking rules. You went up because if there were flagrants and hand checking rules, we wouldn't have had that Scottie Pippen over Patrick Ewing. I remember that.
Man,
I remember that.
Who can forget?
In your face.
Like, I remember there was a play between the Pistons and Bulls where I think it was Bill Laimbeer like checked Scottie Pippen hard as he was going up for a layup or dunk, and in one motion, Scottie Pippen hit the floor, got up swinging. It's one smooth motion. I gotta find that clip because it was on.
There's so many rules now.
It is.
They have softened it with the rules.
And I'm glad you brought that up because that's another beef.
Because that one obviously wouldn't go for this.
Oh no.
But that brother still wear t-shirts and jeans to this day.
Right.
He thug.
I mean, like at his own retirement.
Right.
T-shirt and jeans.
Aren't you 40?
And a fila jacket.
I mean, you know what?
And a headband.
He'll be the type that will have like his own jersey on, long, and had chains on at his own retirement.
Yeah,
like,
I feel like he did.
I think he did.
Almost.
I feel like he.
It was either his own jersey.
Close enough.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, I mean, he come out like he on Boys in the Hood or something.
Right.
I'm like, what's up?
Ricky.
You gotta look at him like it's 2017.
You can never accuse him of being fake.
But just to add on to the beef, there's been a lot of beef in between NBA referees and NBA players.
Because some of these calls are bogus.
Yeah, they are.
I mean, but like this year, you have seen from the likes of LeBron, recently Carmelo Anthony, Chris Paul, Russell Westbrook, Anthony Davis, Steph Curry, Kevin Durant, Draymond Green. I mean, all the top guys. Yeah, but the thing is that it's just amazing how much more of the elite players, not like just no whatever guys. These are like your main money, your main money maker guys that's going off players on these referees saying there's an issue going on here.
Like you got your all-star players saying
something.
These ain't no mid-card.
And just because the all-star players are saying something don't mean it hasn't been happening. It's just like now that they're saying something, it's like, okay, now we're starting to realize it. Nah, refs have been making bogus calls since forever.
Yeah. And like I said, it looks like it's not getting any better because they quit to pull the whistle and say you out, like Russell Westbrook the other night. He was caught with traveling. All he did was go back and try to just say what was going on with the play. He got 2 technicals within 10 seconds. It was out the game.
Wow.
And Carmelo Anthony after the game said, you know what, I ain't, I don't want to say it, but I had to. These refs, it's all bad now.
Well, to play devil's advocate, maybe the refs is trying to clean up the game of all of the silly complaining. Like admit, sometimes when a foul is committed, it's a foul. Everybody in the arena knows it's a foul, but they're trying to argue their point. Like, dude, it's a foul. Why are you arguing? And you see a lot of that going on, and so maybe that's their way of toughening up, but they're taking it too far.
And see, a lot of players are saying that these refs have a lot of personal vendettas against a lot of these guys too, and so that's why it's so quick to just go ahead and blow the whistle. Oh, my bad. See the whole DJ thing.
Right.
I don't know.
Yeah, but like I said, it's a lot of personal issues going on in between players and refs. They're supposed to have this big NBA PA. I think it's the National Basketball Player Association. Along with the Ref Association, supposed to be having a meeting around All-Star break. So a lot of things could be changing for the better, for the worse.
I feel like I need to have it before All-Star break because, look, y'all going to go on the All-Star break. Notice they ain't calling them because let's face it, All-Star break is it's pretty much
they don't call calls.
It's a pickup game, honestly. Yeah. And then, like, y'all going to feel like, okay, everything's cool. Then you come back to the next game, y'all calling the same stuff again. Y'all need to have this conversation like right now.
Yeah.
But then I understand All-Star break ain't nobody.
That's when you have everybody together, though.
Everybody.
And then especially
the Clippers and the Rockets.
Right. And then especially you want to get this referee situation together because if you start getting to March, April, it's time for playoff season to come around.
Yeah, ain't no time to clown around.
Ain't no fault to cause.
So got to make sure this stuff gets cleaned up.
And if there's any personal vendettas, they gotta iron that out right now because we don't want that going into the playoffs where it's a high stakes game and you got some kind of vendetta against somebody.
Yeah, last thing we want to hear is that a game was defined by a referee's call.
Yeah, don't let the refs beat you ever.
Right.
That's the rule in sports. Period.
They still will.
But that is the hot topics from yours truly, from Josh Sten and Siddall.
I'm Josh Sten, and I approve this message.
Up next, WWE.
Come on.
Just made a big announcement in regards to the Hall of Fame.
I was jumping into what happened on SmackDown yesterday.
Yeah, that's coming. That's coming. But yes, once again, the announcement was made this past Monday night.
I wish we had the music.
Man.
Goldberg.
Yes.
Goldberg.
Goldberg.
He will be going to the Hall of Fame WrestleMania weekend. Should be pretty interesting. Should be pretty hype. It's going to be in New Orleans.
Yep.
So should be pretty good, man. Congrats to Goldberg. I mean, you pretty much saw it coming with him coming back last year, having to be on the game and stuff like that. It's kind of like a pattern,
All it took was 3 WWE matches.
Right.
Well, 4.
But WWE has been honoring those that are outside of the company, like Sting, Diamond Dallas Page, So I think that's only right. That'll be a true Hall of Fame. It's not just WWE. Folks have made it big in other areas. And so I think it's a good, classy move for WWE to do.
Yeah, most definitely. Any, in particular, big Goldberg moment that you could think of, top of the head?
Beating Brock Lesnar, what was that, 45 seconds?
Man, that was crazy.
No, I'm old school, man. I remember the night it happened, man, when Goldberg beat Hollywood Hogan in the Georgia Dome, man. And I just it wasn't really a particular moment for me. It's just the way his matches were. He hit that spear, point up, and then you going up for the jackhammer, gone.
Yeah. And
the way he wiped him out, and then early on, he didn't say nothing. Gene Oakland would come up, hey man, it was a great match. What do you think? Look at him and walk off. It was just 1, 2, 3, bam. He left.
Right.
Who's next?
About his business.
And Goldberg was that deal back then.
You saying back then he was that deal when he came back.
I mean, he came back. His first go around with the WWE. That was good until he had that match against Brock Lesnar at WrestleMania 20, and that was terrible.
Yeah, it was.
But I mean, the run before that, he had some great matches with what was the Evolution, Triple H and Brock Lesnar. I mean, Batista and Randy Orton. They was trying to screw him like crazy, but he had some good runs back then. But when he recently came back, you could tell he just wasn't the same.
I mean, man was like in his mid-50s.
Right.
Yeah. And nothing is going to top when he was on top, like back in 98, 99.
Yeah.
I mean,
140.
we would go. I remember going to school like, hey, man, you see Goldberg match last night? I mean, it was just one of those things that added to the whole WWE, WCW rivalry. And I saw a meme online where they had the WWE and the Raw and Nitro flipping channels the way we used to do before. There was Hulu and stuff. We had actually flip channels and had that back button on the channel to see everything. I mean, that's where it was, So those are the days, You just can't relive. You can't bring those days back, and so I think that's what made it special.
Their heyday, their prime, who would have won Goldberg or Stone Cold?
Goldberg.
Stone Cold would have found a way.
What?
Stone Cold would have found a way. Stone Cold is the toughest SOB, and he would have found a way.
Let me tell you something.
I don't see Stone Cold succumbing to the jackhammer.
Oh yeah, that jackknife gonna kill him. Because it's bad. Like that combination, it focuses all in your midsection. That's gonna mess you up. Because Goldberg wasn't like petty spearing. He wasn't doing that Roman Reigns spear. He was like, no, he's going through you. Mm-hmm. And then once he goes through you, he gets that weak little duct tape, put you back together for like 5 more seconds, then hit you with the jackknife. And on top of that, he's letting all the blood rush to your head. See, holding you for that long time, that wasn't just a show of strength. That was mental. He knew what he was doing.
Have you seen the match with him and Bret Hart, WrestleMania 13, where the blood was dripping down his face? Now, this is the sharpshooter. Mm-hmm. He never gave up to the sharpshooter. He passed out from pain. This man was tough. I mean, he had a broken neck for most of his career.
That one WrestleMania where he faced The Rock for the last time, and he endured like what 5 or 6 rock bottoms.
5 or 6 rock bottoms, man.
Even though you can't compare the rock bottom to Goldberg's moves,
right?
But all you need is one. All you need is one.
I think Stone Cold would have found a way.
All you need is one.
Because it's Stone Cold. It was smart too.
All you need is one.
That may be true.
One of each.
There we go. So once again,
so congrats. I guess all you need is 2.
Right. Congrats to Goldberg for the Hall of Fame announcement. Look forward to seeing who else is going to join him this year for the Hall of Fame. Up next, is this the end for Paige?
I hope not.
As you know, there's been video surfacing. She was at a WWE live event about maybe a week and a half ago now. There was a 6-woman match. I believe it was her and her Absolution crew versus Sasha Banks, Bayley, and Mickie James. And there's a point in the match in which Sasha Banks was on the top rope. Paige was near the corner. What's it called? Corner turnbuckle. There we go. Sorry. And Sasha Banks just jumped off and kind of kicked her.
Yeah,
square.
Yeah, like right in the back. And Paige landed awkwardly, and the match was called off instantly. And word is over the last couple of days that her career may be over.
Yeah, and then also that there was the controversy to follow. A lot of people blame Sasha Banks for injuring her and being careless in the ring. I saw the move. I don't really see that. It's just one of those unfortunate things that happen in wrestling. I mean,
it's just a freak accident.
It's just it's like Sting getting hurt. It wasn't necessarily Seth Rollins' fault. It was just one of those things. Now it's different. Like if it was like a Owen Hart breaking Stone Cold's neck. I mean, the man was clearly had his head, underneath his legs, and he kind of snapped his head in. But I don't see that being equated to this situation. I think it was just one of those unfortunate incidents, and I wouldn't blame Sasha for this.
What's your thoughts?
Every WWE superstar, male and female, always tells you it's a risky business. Mm-hmm. You're gonna get hurt. You don't know when your last match is gonna be. That's why they put that. Well, they used to put that they put it in the video games. They put it in the video games. Do not try this at home. They used to put it before the shows. They used to have the commercials for it because it's staged, yeah, but it's real.
They did. I mean, them falls. You can't fake gravity.
You can't fake falling from a ladder through tables. You can't fake any of that.
Yeah.
Like that's why Edge had to retire. He had that career injury with his neck.
Mm-hmm. I mean, there's a long list of wrestlers with neck injuries that can't do it.
What was Daniel Bryan's injury?
Neck injury.
His was a neck injury.
Stone Cold neck injury.
Stone Cold.
So Sheamus got an issue right now.
Sheamus with a neck injury.
Sheamus might be out there too.
Was it Tyson Kidd?
Tyson Kidd with a neck injury.
You ain't seen Tyson Kidd like
he had to go ahead and retire.
Yeah. So
look, yeah. I she's in my prayers. I just hope that we'll just see what what say Paige, honestly.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, it's up to her.
And it's good to see her still out, going to shows.
She's still out there. You know, she still does the taping.
Yeah, because, if you don't know the risk, a lot of the risk is paralysis. I mean, one false move. That's why Stone Cold was really, really risking it. It was at the height of his popularity, and he was really risking it every time he went out there because one false move, he would have been paralyzed. Darren Drozdov was paralyzed in the ring, neck injury. He's still, trying to get all of his extremities back. So, yeah, it's a risky business. You don't mess with the neck, man, and spinal injuries.
And it's just unfortunate because she was just coming back, getting back to the flow of things, getting the buzz going, and then wham, another setback possibly.
Like, just to think about it, the innovator of the women's revolution to come back, be a contender in the first ever women's Royal Rumble, and then this happens.
Right.
I know she's got to be
devastated.
Man. She ain't letting it on, but she's got to be devastated.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So as you said before, we're all praying for you, Paige. Hope the best for you. So Monday Night Raw.
Yeah. Somebody got fired, but then
somebody got fired and then went on a distribution rant.
Go ahead, tell.
Okay, so in case y'all didn't know, well, let's take it back a week before. Braun Strowman, in typical Braun Strowman fashion, found a grappling hook. Still don't know where it came from.
Yeah.
And pulled down part of the stage from the back on top of Kane and Brock Lesnar, both of which I believe were absent from Raw this Monday. Probably still messed up. And so Kurt Angle had to come out. And I saw the fear in his eyes when he did it too. Right. I'd be scared too. He had to come out and fire Braun Strowman.
Oh no.
And Braun wasn't happy about that. So he was walking out. He went to the production truck. Went around in the production truck. The funniest thing is when he got stuck through the doorway. He was like, damn doors. Got stuck through the doorway and then just tossed stuff around. He didn't hurt anybody, which was good.
Yeah.
Because, that would have been serious.
The equipment was hurt, though.
Oh, yeah, that equipment was hurt. And then he went out and tipped over an 18-wheeler.
Right. Crazy strength, man.
Just tipped it over.
Crazy strength.
And then after doing that, he proceeded to leave. Tossed a couple security guards over some fences. And just like a bag of leaves. Like
you in the way, just move.
Like when you're throwing clothes, trying to find that one pair of shoes that you think is cute, ladies, because I know you're watching. Just throw it and all of that. And then after that, I thought he was going to go for the cameraman.
Yeah.
Like I looked, I was like, uh-oh. He was like, I'm not stopping until everybody here gets these hands. I was like, and then he came back out to the main stage. And I got another idiot of the week candidate. That ain't stupid. That's smart. I got a genius of the week. We're going to have one today. And, he went over to the announce team and things transpired. And then he picked up Michael Cole.
Oh, no.
Michael Cole.
Poe, baby.
20 plus years in the game. And brother just can't catch a break.
If the Rock's abuse wasn't enough.
And Brock got him too. That was bad. Brock got him. Bad.
I got him too.
Everybody gets Michael Cole. The Boogeyman got Michael Cole. Lord. John Cena done got Michael Cole. JR done got Michael Cole. Jerry done got Michael Cole. Stone Cold done got Michael Cole. Michael Cole is the scapegoat of frustration.
Yes, he is.
Yeah.
And so, he proceeds to pick up Michael Cole. And before he just tosses him off the stage, Kurt Angle comes back and, the cameraman didn't catch it because they caught him picking up that mic that just happened to be there. But anyway, he's like, okay, you're rehired. I talked to Stephanie. You're rehired. That was pretty fast.
Right.
But,
okay.
It is live, so Stephanie might have been watching.
Stop him tearing up my stuff.
And then what does he do after he gets rehired?
He still
throws Michael Cole off the stage into a strategically placed pile of security guards because Michael Cole would have died right there. Like that would have been like JR would have come out of nowhere. Dear God, he is broken in half. Like he would have came out just right on time, and then that happened.
We had that slow music and then the date, his face.
Right.
Michael Cole. Right.
So yeah, that's just one of the things that happened. It was just an interesting night on Raw.
Yeah. 2 weeks in a row, man. Titus Worldwide beat the bar. Pretty interesting.
Yeah.
Pretty interesting, y'all.
Look. This is my thing for 2018. I'm Apollo Crews 2018.
Okay.
Give this brother a run. He done did everything you wanted him to do.
I was skeptical at first, but then as I start to see him do this worldwide thing,
did you not see him in NXT?
It's just one of those things where you just really don't care for a wrestler or a person or something.
It's because he's black. But
yeah, that's what it is.
Bingo.
Bow.
Bingo. That's what it is.
Yahtzee.
Bruh.
Bruh. So but that was pretty good. I like that. I probably only do it once, but yeah, I just want Apollo to get a push. So yeah, Titus Worldwide beat the bar. Mm-hmm. Who was that? God, I just forgot his name. Seth Rollins beat Finn Balor with an oldie but goodie.
Yes.
Oh my! Like
I was stunned.
What was it? What was it? Did
he hit him with that good old
curb
stomp? The move I thought was banned. That's why I thought he stopped doing it.
It was for 2 years.
Yeah, it was 2 years.
He brought it back for the first time Monday night, and I was stunned.
The crowd was too. They were like, I think Seth was stunned too because he was like, "Wait, no, that's not how he do it." Okay,
true.
Like,
even Pham Balor was stunned. I think that bump at the end, he was like,
if anybody was
wait a
stunned,
minute, I wasn't ready for that.
It was Finn Balor.
He sold that good.
I don't even think he sold it because you see his hands didn't come out. I think he ate that. I think he just ate it good. I think he just took a stomp to the head.
Tell you what though, man, he brought the weight of 1,000 Fury.
I'm telling you,
2 years of Fury.
All my life,
all my life,
I had to fight.
Because at first it was like he had a straight leg. And he was like, "Wait, no, I got to bend it."
He
forgot how. He's like, "Yeah."
I was like, yeah.
Take that.
I was like, "Ooh, that boy."
Yeah, so I was definitely amped when I saw that move, man. Of course, Roman Reigns faced off against what was it? The Mr. Raj guys.
Oh, man, did y'all hear about Roman Reigns?
Yeah, we'll talk about that in a second.
Talk about that.
Yeah, we got some idiots of the week.
I hope it ain't true.
I got an idiot of the week.
I got like 3.
Okay. But yeah, he faced off against Curtis Axel and Bo Dallas.
Yeah.
The Mr. Raj.
Yeah, he won that match. I look forward to seeing Raw 25. We'll talk about that in a minute. Roman Reigns versus The Miz should be pretty good, pretty interesting.
The Revival, back in action
The
against,
Revival talking a lot of stuff too.
Some local people. Hey, they were talking a lot of stuff.
Like
and they
can he back it up?
I mean, the Revival, they're old school, so you know they're gonna
let's
be the
talk
classic heels.
Let's talk more action. That's all they about.
That's right.
Like, can they get more action now?
That's the thing.
Because it's coming on a year since they've been on the main roster.
Even though
majority they came on the night after WrestleMania.
Will the WWE mess it up again?
They've been hurt though.
They've been hurt though. So it's like y'all all talk, but y'all bones all brittle.
Right.
So I need y'all to get that together.
Then you saw Asuka versus Nia Jax. Nia Jax had to get disqualified or whatever because her knee went out. Supposedly her knee went out.
Right.
Hi Nia. Enzo's not right for you. It's me.
Yeah, I'm still trying to get warmed up to that.
I'm never getting warmed up.
It ain't like the Latino Heat China thing, man. It ain't good. It just ain't working. Sorry.
Just ain't cutting it.
Ain't cutting nothing.
Ain't cutting it. So that was pretty much like the biggest takeaway from Raw. Once again, we're getting ready for Raw 25 next week. They did announce that on the commentary you will have together.
Good old.
I cannot wait.
Good old JR
and Jerry the King Lawler. This next week should be,
in my opinion, the greatest announcing duo in wrestling history. I know you had Bobby the Brain Heenan and you had Gorilla Monsoon. But man, they are edged out by JR and the King, man.
Ain't nobody beating good old JR.
Yeah, I mean,
JR got amped about anything.
Anything.
You see Michael Cole trying to get amped about anything.
So. Right.
It ain't working.
Oh my God! He was like, "It's Kane!" Like, he's still on payroll. Yes, it's Kane.
Yes.
What's the old boy name? Is it Joey Styles?
Joey Styles. Oh my God!
Oh my God!
That was my dog, man. Back in ECW.
Yeah. Yeah.
Somebody get put through it like 5 tables. Oh my God.
Shouts out to Steve Wood. What's going on with you? Another fellow DJ.
What up?
Good friend, co-worker. What's up to you? What's going on with you? Give us some comment. Let us know what's happening. Right now, we're talking about some wrestling. Right now, top of the show.
Funny? We got Raw and SmackDown colors.
There we go.
Yay! There he is. There it is.
There it is. So,
Raw guy. Well, no, I like SmackDown.
You want to talk about SmackDown?
Oh man.
What going on?
SmackDown was
it?
It was okay.
It wasn't glorious.
It was okay in the beginning.
Oh, okay.
But it ended rather I ain't got no room. Rather.
Put my mic down for this. Glorious.
When I tell you I was so happy, it's like it took. We're watching the replay.
Right.
There it is. I like that. That looked good. Yeah, I was extremely happy. It was, if I had to pick between Jinder and Bobby, I'm glad Bobby won. Let me catch you up. They had the second round or is that the third round? That was the third round of the United States Championship tournament. Bobby Roode went on and defeated Mojo Rawley. And then Xavier Woods took that L against Jinder Mahal. But what I want to focus on is that Roode and Rawley match.
Okay.
Because that's what set up the night. Mojo put up a good fight. He did. But Bobby Roode pulled it out with that glorious DDT. I love it. It's a great DDT. I like it. And then after the match, the Singh brothers, the henchmen of Jinder Mahal, the modern day Maharaja, came in and, cheap shot. Just beat him down.
Because that's what they do.
That's who they are. So, and then Jinder Mahal came out with his tired promotional skills. I don't know if y'all noticed, but if it ain't this, it ain't this, it ain't nothing.
Yeah, you're right.
I will do it once again, and I will show you that I, the modern day Maharaja, will become your United States champion.
That's about
because none of my other fingers work. Alone.
They got that.
I didn't even notice that at first, but yeah, he does
my hand
do
is
that.
open. Well, it's just one. I'm talking like this for the rest of the show.
Oh Lord!
Don't do it.
Don't do it.
Don't do it.
So Jinder Mahal came out. No, Jinder Mahal came out talking classic Jinder Mahal smack, and then I didn't know who was behind him either. So it scared me too, because he turns around and who do you see? The former flying goat, known as Daniel Bryan. And he made the match. He moved up the finals to that week, and Jinder Mahal fell short to Bobby Roode, and we now have a new United States champion.
Oh yeah. But that sets up WrestleMania, or not WrestleMania.
Sets up Royal Rumble.
Yeah.
What else? The Usos suffered a cheap shot, a sneak attack from American Alpha 2.0. Oh shoot.
Yeah.
Chad Gable and Shelton Benjamin.
Yes, there's the correct name.
Or should I say Shelton Benjamin and Charlie Haas Jr. But yeah, so that happened.
Team Angle.
Right. Team Angle 2.0.
There you go.
That happened. Naomi, who was it? Naomi, Charlotte, and Becky. Wait, is it Charlotte Flair now? Do we have to put the Flair on there?
Yeah.
Okay, Charlotte Flair, because I remember one day she dropped it. And Becky Lynch against the Riot Squad. I did not see who won that match. So that's where I drop off. Who won that match?
I'm trying to think who did win that match.
Riot Squad.
Oh, the Riot Squad?
Via pinfall, yeah.
Oh, wow. All right. That was cool. And I think those were all the matches of the night, though.
All like the biggest. Yeah, I think you're right. I know AJ had AJ Styles, had some words in regard to Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn.
You mean Cammy?
Right.
Cammy.
Right. Cammy.
Because that doesn't sound weird at all.
Right.
There's a speculation that Sami Zayn is on drugs. I wouldn't put it past him. He's been acting kind of wild lately.
Out of character.
Out of character. Wait, are we still talking about drugs? Because
well, I know someone that on drugs, but he was on that alcohol. We'll talk about that any other week. Any other week.
What?
Yeah.
Was on that alcohol?
Yes, sir.
Was it DNA Bros? Because I believe that too.
Oh no. Someone who likes to call themselves some kind of penitentiary.
Yeah.
We'll talk about that during any of the week.
All right. So
Always gotta bring the black man down.
yeah, or they bring themselves down.
Yeah.
And then don't forget, for the Royal Rumble, need to know who will be your last 4 men and last 4 women. Next week.
I gotta
See,
can I
still
get my
gotta
answer
think
next
about
week.
this.
yeah.
I get my answer next week because a
Yeah, I
lot's
still
about
gotta
to
think
change.
about this.
Yeah.
Lots about to change within the week with
Things
all this
has
news
happened
coming
here.
up.
Yeah. Well, you hear more and more about certain people may come back and everything. So it's gonna add a lot of intrigue, which it should.
I just want to say one more thing. I saw a post about it, and I definitely have been saying it in my mind, but just not on Facebook. So I want to say it first here in the getaway
All right.
on the platform where when it's about sports.
It becomes our business.
Yep. Sorry, I saw your line. They were. No, I was apologizing to him. I saw his line. Bruh. Ooh, I'm 2 for 2. There was a question. Do you think that there should be WWE Women's Tag Team Championships?
I think it's coming now because they have a lot of women now.
Mm-hmm.
So you got to give some kind of platform
So
to do their thing. You know,
I think so.
it's
I
coming.
mean, they got the roster to do. I mean,
So many
I think
women.
there should be multiple storylines for these women.
Mm-hmm.
They have the talent. They have the talent right now, the in-ring talent and the talent on the promo side. And yeah, why not?
Do you feel this came to my mind?
My answer was gonna be bad.
Do you feel
Yeah, we lied.
that they should have an all women's show?
That'd be interesting. Kind of like Glow.
That or the whole 205 thing. How they have their own show.
I think it would be interesting. I think so.
I don't know because
Carry that over from the Total Divas into the ring. Yeah.
but that would mean that's 5 different brands within the WWE. That means you would have Raw, SmackDown, NXT.
Well, no,
Have a WWE exclusive.
Well, I mean, they'll still.
I mean,
WWE.
that'd still be like 5 things they got to market.
But then, I mean, plus, but
And then is the
they'll
United Kingdom
still
thing
be
still
under, the women of Raw still be under Raw. Same with SmackDown, because you still have a lot of women, so you got to give them some kind of airtime, and that would be the perfect opportunity to highlight these women more.
I think.
So you're saying keep them still. So that would make 6 things you got to do. Because then you got Raw, then you got the women of Raw, then you got SmackDown, then you got the women's SmackDown, then you got 205 Live and NXT. And I think the United Kingdom is that a thing? Or was that just a tournament?
That was just a tournament.
That was just a tournament.
Yeah.
Where is that at? That's on NXT, right? That's one of the NXT championships.
Well, they will have occasionally the champion from the United Kingdom to be on 305 every now and then.
Okay.
They don't have like a every week kind of show.
Okay.
Like it's a tournament that happens occasionally. It's not like one of those, you see it every week or every 2, every month or something like that.
I look at it like this. You have the Glow series on Netflix, which is great. They're gonna bring back a season 2.
You got the
But then, it's Glow, Gorgeous Ladies of Wrestling. It was a show back in the mid '80s when it was all women's wrestling. It was all women's wrestling show, and then they made a television series on Netflix about it.
WWE gonna buy that real quick.
Yeah, I mean,
They're gonna
we'll
buy
see.
that real quick.
And then you have, and the women's division has grown in popularity with a lot of the women and girls that watch the show.
Mm-hmm.
And so I think you'll have a decent audience for that. And guys gonna watch it because guys will watch it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna watch it for Naomi
Right. Yeah.
for obvious reasons.
Right. So I think it's an audience, and I think it will work.
And Nia too. Wait, those are 2 different brands.
Now, I think what they could do. Do you think they could fit, except for having 3-4 hours of Raw, or they can still keep 3 hours but have the first hour nothing but women?
Yeah, they could.
The first hour, maybe the middle hour.
Check it out. This past year and a half or so, look who was in some of these big main events
Sasha
on
Banks and
Raw,
Charlotte, yeah.
on major pay-per-views. They headline pay-per-views.
I
The next step is to have a show.
I'm not taking that away from you, but you always got to remember the first hour of Raw is just it sets the show.
Mm-hmm.
The first hour of Raw typically sets your main event if it hasn't already been set. So, and always the first hour of Raw recaps or just pulls upon what happened last week. So,
which is why another reason why it should be a all-women show.
All women show right now.
Have them on take it from Raw and SmackDown. Put them, have them both in.
Maybe
more exposure for the women's wrestling.
I love the women of wrestling. I love them all, but I feel like we should just first start with the tag team champions. I feel like we need to first start there. We need to get some more championships because if you think about it, you just have a whole bunch of women fighting for one title.
Right.
So if you had different titles, you can get that going.
Different storylines.
And then plus, how many times have we seen these 3-on-3 matches?
I'm tired of it.
Yeah, it's just like
that's the.
It's just like it's just like when back in the day, different wrestlers changed different territories so they can have fresh storylines, fresh eyes looking at the wrestlers, and you're not looking at the same thing every night or every week. People won't, back then wouldn't come out to the show and watch you and pay for you.
Mm-hmm.
So you gotta stay fresh. You gotta refresh the storylines. So
baby steps.
Yeah, and so adding another title in the mix would do that.
I feel so bad because my first answer when I saw it, can I have a women's tag team champion? Nah, these women don't even like each other.
The views of Josh Stanton.
No, I'm not talking like women in general. I'm talking about the ones like in wrestling.
I can see them coming right here on the comments.
Right.
I was talking about the women of wrestling. The women of wrestling. But yes, the views of me do not reflect the views of the platform.
Bottom of the screen.
Bottom of the screen.
But also word is that Fox may be trying to purchase the rights to televise Monday anything related to WWE because the contract with USA ends next year, and Fox may take over.
Let me tell you something.
Fox is getting ready to be taken over by Disney, though.
Right.
I
don't need no super PG.
Fox still has the rights to Fox Sports and Fox Sports 1.
For now.
No.
That it would be
even after the deal, they still have their own Fox network, like Channel 2, and they'll have Fox Sports 1. But everything
there's
else,
a lot of talk about ESPN stepping in,
right.
Fox Sports Midwest and all of
Right. That's different. Like I said, all the Fox Sports, different regional networks, that'll be taken over by ESPN.
Regional networks.
But the main Fox and Fox Sports 1 still stays with Fox.
Gotcha.
I mean, NBC Universal had that grab on
for a long time. For a majority of the 25 years.
They're synonymous.
Well, USA NBC.
Ted Turner
USA is owned by is a subsidiary of NBC. You know, NBC was one of the first, to have
Saturday Night Main
Event and bring it
they're not letting that
mainstream.
go. Plus NBC shows.
That's like 30 years, dude.
I mean, but hey,
30 years WrestleMania.
But if Fox comes with that money,
because
money talk.
I'm just saying.
And WWE.
Ted Turner.
Vince McMahon ain't gonna pass up on
money together.
Vince ain't gonna pass up on money, man.
Didn't Vince just try to reintroduce the XFL?
He's working on that right now.
So yeah, he gonna need some money because he probably gonna lose some. So look, money talk. Y'all better get with it.
And that was pretty much wrestling, man. I look forward once again to see.
It's still real to me.
I look forward to seeing the Raw 25. It should be off the chain. A lot of action-packed stuff should be happening next week, and then the following weekend, Royal Rumble.
Yes, indeed.
So a lot of exciting stuff is coming. So NFL.
Dear God, I've been waiting to talk about this.
Yes.
Ooh, did y'all right now?
What game do you want to discuss first?
Siddall.
Let's get this over with. The lamest game of the four. Tennessee Titans, New England Patriots. It's systematic. New England stomped a mud hole in Tennessee, and they beat them 35-14. So let's get that out of the way. All right. It's out the way.
Pew. And then after that, the Titans went on, and the head coach, Malarkey.
Mutually parted ways.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Nobody saw that coming.
I really didn't.
I didn't see it either.
Like, you got your people to the second round of the playoffs.
Because what they were saying.
I saw it coming.
Prior to the playoffs, they were saying they were skeptical on trying to resign him.
Right.
But
that's why I saw it coming.
After the game, the first game against the Chiefs, they in negotiations to extend the contract.
You were playing for your career.
There was a couple of weeks ago before this, but they were even questioning if they even get into the playoffs.
And then, like we just said, now he gone. They agreed to part ways.
Yeah, it was inevitable for me. I kind of saw the writing on the wall towards the end of the season when they were,
Yeah. Now, sticking to the AFC, there was another game.
Oh, yes, it was.
We all know the Pittsburgh Steelers won this game. Did they win? Pittsburgh did win, right? They won, because it's Jacksonville. The quarterback doesn't play well in the playoffs, right?
They
probably threw 4 interceptions, right?
They say,
Steelers won.
Someone said a few weeks ago that Blake Bortles may not even average over, maybe 5 yards a pass.
Yeah, I heard that too.
That they thought that maybe Jacksonville wouldn't even get more than 10 points.
Yeah.
But I think whoever said that were off by 30 points.
Sure was. Where is that person?
Man, I don't know.
At home crying in his New Orleans Saints.
All I know is that
playing his sax real slow.
All I know is that we all.
I ain't say all that.
Wait a
minute.
We all thought.
Look, because we had that game on him. We all picked Pittsburgh. I went that far even asked to go who's one of the top wide receivers. I said that.
Where did this Blake Bortles come from, man? 45 points.
He was drinking some of Michael's secret stuff.
Wow,
it's crazy.
I'm
crossing sports.
The defense, and the defense. We've talked about the Jacksonville defense. Don't put it past you that they gave up 42 points.
Yeah, they did.
Yeah.
So we were all wrong.
All wrong.
We were all wrong for everything except the Patriots game. Because come on, let's face it.
Yeah,
it's the Patriots.
Yeah.
So leading to the NFC.
Dear God, which one we gonna
first
talk about
game
first?
Talk about first?
Okay, yeah,
it's going to be.
Them
Minnesota.
Dirty Bears. No.
All right.
Hold on, bro. We gotta say that.
I know your
Because look, we don't care about your pick.
The Atlanta Falcons.
I want to tell you
versus
the Philadelphia Eagles. EAGLES Eagles. Do they still do that?
They do.
Okay.
I want to say this. We see the final score, 15-10. Philadelphia wins. But I'm here to tell you, Philadelphia may have won the game, but more so, Atlanta lost that game because of questionable calls at the end. Okay?
He just says Atlanta lost it.
Atlanta lost
Not
the
only
game.
did Philly win, Atlanta lost.
Atlanta had a chance to close this team out.
I was out of town watching the game. I was like, well, that's over.
Philly wasn't doing anything but dinking and dunking down the field.
Right.
He wasn't doing anything special. The defense held him into the game. It came down to the last few minutes of the game where they had 4 downs to put it away. Okay? Why on the second play in particular, why are you shuffle passing to the third string running back in the game? Everybody and their mama knows it's a special play because the third string running back never gets into the game. And of all things, why are you shovel passing it in all of the coverage? I mean, it could have been a turnover, disastrous, and that's a loss down.
Ooh, we're going to talk about turnovers, too, in this next game, too.
I mean,
no, we're not.
That took the steam out of the whole drive. By the time you get to the last play of the game, the third play was like a running play. Okay, should have been the second play. And then the last play, the only thing that stopped them was Julio Jones slipping on the route.
Right. But even that play call was suspect because you do a rollout to the right side and you're not really giving enough room for your guys to operate and make a play for you, except for Julio Jones. Because if Matt Ryan would have threw the ball across his body, the ball would stay in the air longer. You got the whole freaking city of Philadelphia on the field. But
wait,
you know what I'm saying?
But wait, Smooth. Wait. even if he had miraculously caught the
ball, he's still out of bounds.
His feet was out of bounds.
That was just a lose right there.
Yeah.
And it was like, dude, you had it in your hands, man.
I mean, you know, a lot of people have been skeptical of Steve Sarkisian, the OC, for the Falcons the whole year.
Sarkisian.
Yeah, Sarkisian.
Steve what?
Sarkisian.
He's like, who? What?
Huh?
Exactly.
Right.
Who that?
Mm-hmm.
Old college coach.
We're just gonna call him Steve.
Steve.
But yeah,
Atlanta lost the game.
People have been
Atlanta lost the
skeptical of
game.
him all year.
The NFC Championship game.
And now,
okay, take it
for
away.
the main event
of the evening.
Smooth.
Now, no, if he had like a producer,
See, he sits back in his seat.
You know,
he get ready.
I'm just saying.
Just last week we were both wrong. I don't want to hear none of your cockiness.
Matter of fact, let me go ahead and turn the camera right over to me.
Oh, really?
So,
this is what we doing. This is what we doing
yeah.
now.
So,
This is what we doing now.
all right.
Oh, okay, so we doing this right now.
So this is what we doing.
Wait a minute. Here we
That's
go.
what we doing right now.
Now, last week, yours truly was the only one in the panel.
He zoomed off the way.
Yours truly was the only one. Don't mind him. Don't mind
I
him.
felt like Stewie when he had that lipstick on.
Smooth is a savage. Smooth is a savage. A stone cold savage right now.
When we never mind. But anyway.
Now that song ain't got nothing to do.
That's a stone cold savage.
But anyway, this dude right here, this guy right here, was the only one on this panel that had Minnesota Vikings winning the game against the Saints. They all was confident.
Hold on. Wait.
I'm not finished yet. They all were confident
Brother got lucky.
in Drew Brees' ability to make plays happen. You know, Alvin Kamara,
It
Saints
wasn't his fault.
defense.
He did.
He did.
The whole
He brought him
time.
back in the game.
He brought him back.
He did. Yeah.
He
But
did.
I stood strong with my pick, y'all. And I said,
He was probably sweating bullets looking at that TV.
No, you know what? I ain't gonna lie. At first, the first half, I'm like, oh yeah, I'm looking sky high.
That boy was sweating like dude off of Key and Peele.
But
He was
then-
sweating all over the face.
Right.
But then I had a gig, so I had to leave home and go watch my go to my DJ gig. I got updates like, here come the Saints. I'm like, oh snap! Wait a minute, hold up. Then the Saints got that field goal last minute of the fourth quarter,
Game over.
and then here come that Minnesota Miracle.
That ain't a Minnesota miracle. That's a New Orleans knucklehead. That's
right.
what that is.
New Orleans.
Siddall and I, my
That's a
bad,
New Orleans knucklehead.
made up our own little word for it. It was the Prince Magic.
The purple one magic.
There you go. Sprinkle a little bit. And look what happens. Stephon Diggs down the sideline, ran for a touchdown. Place
It's funny y'all
went
say that.
crazy.
I gotta pull this up for you.
Place went crazy. So, hey, what can you say? Smooth made
Because
the
you follow
bold pick.
Spice on Instagram, right?
You said who?
Shout out Spice Adams. We gonna get you watching.
Spice
this.
Adams.
Yeah.
We gonna get you
Spice
here.
Adams.
Yeah.
Hey, that'll be huge. You can get Spice Adams, man. I don't know if they can see it on there though.
Yeah, we gonna have to just post that.
Yeah.
Check
on
it
the
out. Check
page.
us out. Follow us on Instagram, the platform Sports Talk Show. You'll see it.
You'll see what we saw.
There you go.
Let's just.
I'm gonna tell you what.
man.
What-
Talk
what-
about it
what-
because that was just the stupidest.
What's my guy's name that
You know
missed the
what?
tackle, man? What's his
Marcus Williams,
name? Marcus Williams.
the most hated man in New Orleans right now.
Now I have a philosophy. I kind of know why he missed the tackle.
This philosophy does make sense. So listen, if you will.
The rules of the game of football right now in the NFL. If you hit the guy high, that's an automatic 15-yard penalty, personal foul. He was hesitant of hitting him because he didn't want to pick up a penalty for his team. If it was the old 1970s Jack Tatum would have took him out. Go back and look. I forget what Super Bowl it was. It was the Raiders and the Vikings in the Super Bowl. And Jack Tatum came across the middle and wiped out the guy for the Vikings. and wipe it. You can't do that now.
Good.
In today's NFL, you will get a 15-yard penalty. So when the play was happening, he ducked to avoid the penalty instead of trying to make a play.
Hold on real quick.
He played to not mess up.
Right.
You keep talking. I'm gonna pull this.
And
up.
so now you see what you see what he saw. You seemed like he just ducked out the way, like he was scared to hit him. Well, he wasn't scared to hit him. He was scared to pick up that penalty. And that was in the back of his mind. He should have just went up and made that play.
Man,
Hindsight is always 20/20,
let
though.
me watch this because I gotta look at the clock.
But I'm not in the business of taking up for chokers. Choke.
Yeah. So
What do you think about this move?
like I said, I mean, I told you my thought. You know, it was a incredible game.
Nobody care about your thoughts.
Right, here you go. The haters have arrived.
I ain't hating. You
Here
just
we go.
you was just
You
me and
got
Rams
the-
bandwagon
just,
last
you
week.
know,
Because it was
You got lucky. Because let me tell you
embrace
something.
my greatness. That's all I'm
Embrace
saying.
your greatness. Didn't you and me pick the
Embrace
Rams
your
last
greatness.
week
sure did.
What had happened
As
was,
your lock.
What
no
had-
less.
what had-
as the lock?
What had happened was
You ain't even got no valid conversation in this.
I had to redeem myself. You know, hey, even the greatest fall one day. That's all I'm saying. Love you just rise back on up. And that's
Listen
what I
to
did.
this guy.
Man, come
Listen
on,
to this
load
guy
up,
right
load up
here.
for me. Load up for me. Okay, here
I'm
we
just
go.
stating facts, you know.
Here
I
we
don't
go.
think the audience can see or hear that.
I'm just watching the play.
He's watching the
play.
replay.
He caught it with 5 seconds left. If you would have tackled this brother, it was 10 seconds on the clock.
It would
If you would have tackled this
didn't have
brother,
no timeouts left.
wasn't no timeouts, you would have got the penalty, right? But you still would have had either 10 or 5 seconds left to try to do it all again. You would have won the game.
That is a good
Marcus Williams. Oh, we ain't there yet. I'm saving it.
Save it. All right, so
Ooh,
If
you
I'm,
gonna
if
get
I'm
it.
right, they didn't have any timeouts left. Now, if they had a timeout left, you had to have it. You had to be quick. Call that timeout quick because it was 5 seconds.
right.
They would have got the timeout with the penalty, right? There were no timeouts.
No,
left.
no timeouts left.
Sure was.
So there
either
was no
side.
timeouts left. All you had to do was make the time.
All you had to do was crack this brother.
So my argument's out the window. So what about the penalty? It would have been over.
That's it.
Marcus Williams, you are.
But the time would have stopped, though. The time would have stopped.
Time would have stopped at what? 5 seconds.
No, it would have stopped. It would have stopped at the end of regulation because you had to play that another extra play out because of the penalty.
Right.
It wouldn't have mattered.
And they would have been at the 30-yard line and they would have kicked the field goal.
And then they would have tapped. Wait.
They would have won the game. They would have won the game. They were down by 2.
But either way, if they would have done that, it wouldn't have been on Marcus Williams. Well, yeah, it still would have been.
Yeah, because it would have been.
But would you rather
penalty.
get the penalty or have that happen? I guarantee you, he's sitting right.
That brother was in a lose-lose situation.
He's sitting
He was probably on the back of the team bus, telling his boy, "Hey man, come get me, man, because I don't want to."
Nah. What I tell you last time? He waited until. Can we pan this camera over to me? Can we just get it right here?
See, this guy right over here, this guy.
I just want you all to know in the midst of his cockiness, he picked the Los Angeles Rams as his lock. You know what they're doing right now? They're winning awards, but not games because they're eliminated. And I'm mad about it too. But still, like you lost the platform Super Bowl though. What you gonna do? What you gonna do, Smoooth?
Keep on having great picks, man.
Keep on having great picks.
All right, well then.
You know what? Well, let's get on to these picks
let's
then.
see these picks
Who
then.
you picking, brother?
All right.
Who you picking?
New England and Jacksonville. Who you got?
All right. Go ahead, Josh.
I
You
know
gonna
you
pat
all-
my arm?
you
You
all
gonna
so
pat
sad.
my arm? Like, help him. You gonna pat my arm?
Go around the body.
Work your way to the back. I hit him hard enough to the
You start with the elbow, you go to the. No.
The elbow connected to the anyway.
Right.
What's my pick? Look, man, I don't even know. Cause we ain't gonna act like New England ain't never lost the AFC championship game to a team they shouldn't have lost it to. And the last time they did that same team went on to win the Super Bowl. Baltimore Ravens.
Now, with that being said, recall a few months ago, I brought up the subject. I said if there's one team that can go to the playoffs and make it to the playoffs, and cause havoc like the Baltimore Ravens did, who is that team?
You said it was the Jacksonville Jaguars.
And that is my pick.
Got a Jacksonville person right here.
I'm scared as all get out. Whew, Lord. It just got me.
Let me tell y'all something, dog. I hate New England with a passion.
With a passion.
Tom Brady, Tom Shady. Bill Belichick, Bill Belichick.
Didn't you call that all last week?
The Patriots, the Cheaterists. The Cheaterists are going to win.
Because they're going to cheat?
Yeah.
Okay.
Nah, man.
Yeah.
I feel like this.
The refs,
game,
they got the refs in their back pocket.
I feel like this game.
And they just win everything, man. I just don't see them. I just don't see
if
them.
If they win
losing.
everything, Tom would have had 7 rings
losing.
by now.
I just can't in my soul.
If they won everything, Tom would have had 7 rings by now.
Yeah.
Just throwing that in there.
Yeah.
Can I go ahead and do a 2-for-1 pick?
2-for-1
meaning that I want to go ahead and choose my NFC and AFC at the same time.
Okay.
I mean, we gonna get to the.
We gonna get there.
Why is you rushing?
Because
I know your name. Look. I know your
reason.
name is first
It's a
on
reason.
the daggone title.
It's a reason.
But look,
it's a reason.
Okay.
You
Go
rushing.
ahead. Go ahead.
Okay.
Let's see. Call audible.
We have been living in the world recently.
okay, Reverend Smoooth.
In which
We've been living in a world and time.
the Chicago Cubs
Don't you bite your tongue.
won a World Series.
Yeah, sure did.
Okay.
We don't acknowledge that.
Cleveland finally won a championship.
Hold on, wait.
Which one? The Browns?
Whoa. The day the Browns win the championship.
The other team.
The day the Browns win the championship is the day I marry Halle Berry. That's how confident I am. Wait, no, I can't say that. My cousin an offensive lineman for the Browns. Lord.
Sorry for
Bruh.
it. Sorry for
Bruh.
Bruh.
Hey.
So, and then we're also living in a world in which a certain man is the leader of the free world.
You really trying to get this show taken up there, ain't you?
I'm just saying.
You know black people don't like that,
Don't
brother.
get us canceled.
The moral of the story is
You know black people don't like that white
the
man.
moral of the story is that a lot of crazy things that we didn't see happening is happening. So with that being said, I have the Vikings playing at their own home for the Super Bowl, and they will be facing off. It'll probably be the most boring Super Bowl game ever. Who knows? They would be facing the Jaguars.
Come on with it. That will be boring though. Only saving grace to be
you know
Justin
what?
Timberlake.
I say this. I picked the Patriots to win, but I am rooting hard for these Jaguars to win.
Good.
I don't care about being wrong on this one.
Siddall.
I don't care. But I just don't.
Siddall, you gotta be solid
losing.
with your pick, man.
I just don't.
Right?
See
He
them
like
Be solid with your pick.
I'm
I am
choosing
solid
this,
with my pick. If
but I really want
solid,
to take the win.
They ain't gonna win, but I want them to lose. What?
they gonna win, but I want them to lose.
That's like saying I want chicken, but I want to eat some steak.
But see, that's how it was with the
It's like you
Rams.
don't have no money. It's like you don't have no money for steak. You gonna eat this chicken, but I wish I had some steak though, man. I'm hungry. I'm gonna eat this chicken, man. I wish I had some steak.
That's how he was with the Rams Falcons pick. Like he was confident with the Falcons, but he said, "I want to be wrong. I hope I'm wrong."
But I was right though.
I ain't got time for this.
Sadly, I was right. So since you already picked your pick, Minnesota, Minnesota to the Super Bowl. I'll leave it there. I'm not gonna pick the Super Bowl pick. Yeah.
Oh, of course not.
Like honestly, if we think about it, these are two teams that
this is the Jeff Fisher Bowl right here.
Them the two teams.
Yes.
These two teams shouldn't even be there.
No.
I mean, if you think about New Orleans, I mean,
They're 1-2.
No. New Orleans should have won that game because that was stupid.
Yeah.
So
and Atlanta should have won their game too.
So Minnesota shouldn't even be in there. Atlanta should have won that game too. So Philly shouldn't even be in there. Yeah. But if I got to pick between the two, shout out to my therapeutic brother Novia Phil, I'm going with the Eagles.
All right.
See, that was more of a personal pick.
Yeah.
That wasn't the best team. That's more so because you got people there.
What you mean best team? Philadelphia is the number one seed, sir.
Yeah, but that was when they had Carson Wentz, sir.
Oh, dang, you right. Well, we're not gonna act like Nick Foles ain't out here being okay. And plus they defense. They defense
show me anything.
I mean, he was very efficient last game. Very efficient.
He was very efficient, but he never really
took over.
Look, we're not gonna discount the Eagle defense because let's face it, let Minnesota try that again.
And that's why I have Minnesota win the game.
Minnesota Vikings are tough.
Minnesota has the number 1 ranked defense.
Yes, thank you.
That's why I got Minnesota winning. And then Case Keenum,
they have the number 1 ranked defense.
Case Keenum has been making plays. The running game is strong, but that defense for Minnesota is going to put them hands.
That defense almost lost them
Nick
the game.
Foles.
Yeah, the offense.
We don't see who the real Nick Foles is.
Yeah.
Will the real Nick Foles please stand up?
He didn't have all that pressure on him. That's why he was dinking and dunking. Didn't have the pressure. Just sitting back, dinking, dunking, just living life. But that defense ain't gonna.
I feel like it's really honestly gonna be a game of defense. It's gonna be a battle of the defense.
Oh yeah, definitely.
And which leads us to the next subject, as you already brought up, the Fisher Bowl. It's just crazy.
The Fisher Bowl.
Yes, it's crazy because Nick Foles, Case Keenum, both played under Jeff Fisher for the Rams, and Sam Bradford. And now these two guys are facing off against each other to go to the Super Bowl.
If you would have told me that the Rams quarterbacks, Nick Foles and Case Keenum, both go to a championship game to play against each other just in 2 years,
crazy.
I would be laughing hysterically.
I gotta add on to that. If you would have told me that Sam Bradford
would be a game away,
would be a game away from a Super Bowl,
I would have told you, man, the Rams ain't that good.
Hey, hold on, that's my team. I would have had faith.
I would
have had faith, but with Jeff Fish, I would have like, get out of here. So I don't know what's going on, man. We really in the Twilight Zone.
It is in the Twilight Zone, man.
It's crazy.
We've been in the Twilight Zone ever since the Cubs won the World Series.
I'm telling you,
we've been in the Twilight Zone.
Whole lot going on.
Get my head around.
We've been in the Black Twilight Zone since 2008. If we being real, we've been in the Black Twilight Zone since 2008 when Obama got elected.
Yeah.
Now we in the sports Twilight Zone with the Cubs.
Yeah,
the Cubs.
I got over the hump. It's crazy, man.
They won.
And think about it.
Forgot
about it. I mean, heck, the Astros just won the World Series.
That's not.
I mean, that's not as bad. They didn't beat the Cardinals to get to the World Series.
Yeah, they were lousy the last couple of years.
Remember what was that? 04.
But we're talking about a team that hasn't won a World Series in 108 years.
100.
Yeah.
100.
I mean, the last 100 one was 19.
Not 100. 100.
100 grand.
Like you just string them all together. 108.
108. And they won.
So, yeah.
Over the Cardinals.
So just to recap, I have Minnesota versus Jacksonville. You have Eagles versus Jacksonville. And you have.
Hold on, wait. I didn't. Wait, did I? Yeah, I did. I did pick that.
You did. Yeah, you just did that. You did.
And once again, you have Minnesota versus the Patriots. So stay tuned for this incredible.
I feel like that
final weekend.
I love this playoffs. This has been really exciting.
It has.
I feel like this New England mess is just gonna boil over.
And like I said, I'm rooting against the Patriots right now.
All right. So up next, tragedy in college football. Yeah. So
my mom told me about that.
Yeah, man. If you haven't heard about it, a young man from Washington State University. Pull up this thing right here.
Wait. Did I just say a fan was arrested?
Wait, say that.
Oh my God!
I told you this show is stacked right now.
The idiot of the week. Oh, that's so stacked up.
Yeah. Okay, so Washington State Cougars quarterback Tyler Helinski was found dead after apparently killing himself. Basically had a shotgun and off himself. Had a suicide note and everything. He was a backup quarterback once again for Washington State, and it was very unfortunate.
Only 21 years old, man.
Wow.
I know we love to talk about a lot of good positive things happen in sports, but we got to keep things real as well. You know, a lot of things happen in regard to sports.
Got to keep things real about mental health, man.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
It's a serious thing.
It's very serious. Get some help, man. It ain't nothing unmanly about getting help.
It's nothing wrong
You know what I'm
about it.
saying?
Yeah.
So
If you need to
you
get
never know what's going on. Yeah, you can say, oh, well, man, he's had it all. He's, playing on a D1 football team. It don't matter.
Right.
It don't matter. Even the greatest people have, just periods of struggle.
Right.
And you gotta seek help for that. It's tragic. It's very tragic.
So prayers go up to his family. You think about it, when you commit suicide and you think about the people that you leave behind.
Yeah.
The mother, father, or sister, brother, whoever it could be, auntie, uncle, whatever.
God forbid you got kids.
And your teammates too. That the guy that you probably see more than anybody else.
Yeah.
For the next 4 years, if you're in school for all 4 years
That's
of
a
college.
brotherhood, any sports teams.
Yeah. So definitely a tough time, but definitely pray for his family. Up next, college basketball.
All right, we ready?
Top 25.
Start from the bottom.
I want to get in on this.
All right, go ahead.
Oh, okay.
Where we starting?
Okay, let's get all these ads out the way.
So what we do is we'll start off, you do 25, 24, 23, and we just kind of rotate that.
Yeah, round robin.
Dear God, that's going to hurt.
So at number 25, we got the U.
At number 24, we have TCU.
23, Michigan.
You got 22, Ohio State.
At 21, we got Tennessee.
20, Clemson.
19, we got Seton Hall.
At 18, you got Kentucky.
17, Auburn.
16, you got Arizona State.
Number 15, you got the North Carolina Tar Heels.
14, Arizona.
13, Gonzaga.
Number 12, Cincinnati.
Number 11, Xavier.
Number 10, Kansas. Boo.
Number 9, Michigan State.
Number 8, Texas Tech.
Number 7, Wichita State.
Number 6, West Virginia.
Number 5, them boys from Duke.
Number 4, Oklahoma.
Number 3, the only earworm I have in my life, Purdue.
Number 2, Virginia.
And number 1,
Still,
Villanova.
them boys ain't went nowhere for 3 weeks.
I'm
And
telling you.
first place, 63.
And Purdue, they have a 14-game winning streak. Virginia, 8-game winning streak. Wichita State, 7-game winning streak. Cincinnati Bearcats, 9-game winning streak. Auburn from the SEC has 14-game winning streak. So I mean, these teams are
They're ripe to get knocked off, though.
yeah.
all those winning streaks.
All that winning.
Yep.
Take one bad week and all of a sudden,
And people storming the court.
right. But locally, Mizzou.
I thought they would be in the top 25 by now.
Here's the thing is that they would be, but all the games that they have lost have been games that could have really put them in good standing in regards to being in the poll. Think about the game they lost against West Virginia in the tournament game. West Virginia is ranked right now ranked number 6.
Mm-hmm.
But Mizzou played them. They had the lead throughout the whole game. But then the last 3 minutes of the game, that press went on. We talk about the pressure.
Yeah, the press.
And Mizzou couldn't handle it.
That's their weakness.
Lost the game.
That's their weakness.
Then another loss. The bragging rights game that we watched.
Oh, don't even bring that up.
You know what happened? Pressure starts happening.
Pressure.
Lose the game. Another loss against Florida. Great game throughout the whole game. Last minute of the game, we couldn't make plays. And then the last play of the game, what happened? Pressure. Jordan Geis threw the ball to Cassius Robertson, the guy from Florida, came in, stole the ball, layup the last two seconds of the game. Most recently, they played against Arkansas. Great game. Mizzou never had a lead for real long until like the last 5 minutes of the second half. They had a good lead going, pressure, and I'm losing the game by 2 points.
That's a shame.
So the moral of this is that
Broke my heart.
So the moral of this is that, yeah, we had some losses, but Mizzou, and thanks, shots out to Council Martin, because first off, he has brought life that's been missing from Mizzou since Frank Haight left.
Yeah, I hope it's only the beginning though.
Is that, and that's why I want to bring up is that you're seeing the promise. A lot of these guys are young, so as long as they stay together, this team from Mizzou is going to be a force to reckon with for the next 3, 4, 5 years. Especially if Michael Porter Jr. comes back. Oh my goodness!
Like if he comes back, I don't know if he's gonna come back or jump through the NBA.
Right.
Y'all keep talking about this, brother. I'm gonna have to go ahead and watch some.
YouTube
highlights. Check out his.
I'm telling you, this dude.
Accolades.
Right.
Accolades.
I mean, Michael Porter Jr. reminds you of Kevin.
Of Kareem Biggins.
Wait. Kareem Biggins was a great player.
He was.
What?
Yeah. Porter Jr. will remind you of Durant.
Wow.
Dude is 6'11", handles like crazy, and can shoot the J.
Okay.
All around game.
So does Kareem Biggins. He got handles and he can shoot the J.
Shoot the J.
Kareem Biggins got them. Y'all better.
Hey, if you don't know what we're talking about, go to Spice Adams right now and look up his Kareem.
Matter of fact,
Kareem
Biggins got his own Instagram. Just type in Kareem Biggins.
And he's got his own shoe too.
Yep.
He's got his own shoe.
And he's also got a long list of accolades.
But real quick, once again, Mizzou, they almost there.
Jab step.
And once they get that one win, in which like maybe they were down and then had that big signature win, I think that's going to propel them to finally, okay, let's continue this march now. They still trying to find that one game in which they playing an elite team, not no weak team, but an elite team, and they're able to finally make that play. I think that's what's holding them back.
I think it'll come in time. I don't think maybe it's not going to come this year, but maybe next year, maybe the year after that.
Yeah.
I think Conzo Martin's got him on the right track.
He does.
And, his recruiting game is on point.
Yes, it is.
Obviously. So it's coming.
It is.
Yeah.
Like I said, the future is looking very, very bright in Columbia, Missouri. Now, on the other hand.
Before we get there, can we bring back, from the gamer standpoint, the little NCAA video games? Because I miss them.
Oh, yeah.
That ain't gonna happen.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, because of that lawsuit.
Right.
Yeah. I want the college football game back.
Right, because man,
I'm still playing that right now. That's the only reason I still have my 360.
What was the last one? 11, 12?
It was 20. It was 14.
14.
NCAA 14.
Coming over to your house. Look, I'm finna beat you in some custom Oregon unis.
I don't know about that.
Brother, you don't want to be your hand. No, I'll beat you with the U of O. I'm gonna win the day.
I don't know about that, youngster.
Uh-oh. Call him out.
Look here, Uncle Siddall.
But on the other hand, St. Louis University, it's not looking good, man. Travis Ford.
What's new?
And the reason why is that they came into the season projecting to have at least 11 scholarship guys.
Really?
And
where are they?
Right now, only 8 guys are on scholarship and playing. So you only have 8 guys on the team playing. A lot of your star players are going to be having a lot of minutes. And you know what happens, you play a lot of minutes, your skills try to kind of get a little, you kind of get a little tired.
You get tired, yeah.
And it affects the team. These 3 guys that are supposed to be actually some good players, they're supposed to be maybe getting them to that next level, they have currently have not been playing at all this season due to the recent scandal going on in regards to the whole Title IX.
Wait, another scandal?
Yeah.
This is different?
Yeah. Well, that's the same one from before the season started.
From the money, all the DEA busting these coaches. Is that the same one?
No.
Oh, it's a different scandal.
Right. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. This one is just straight local at SLU University. 3 guys have been accused of sexual misconduct.
Again,
this is news to me, man.
Yeah.
Because that happened a while back.
Yeah, with Willis Reed.
Yep, that was the main name, man. Yeah. When I saw that, boy, you know how quick they took that billboard down after that.
Yeah. So it's been a Title IX investigation since the season started around November, I want to say. So it's been going on since around maybe October, September, around that time frame. And they had not been playing at all. They're still eligible to play, but they have not been out there yet until this thing gets cleared. So SLU has had to, play only 8 guys.
Yeah, that's a PR. That's a PR issue.
And just right now, they're just not getting over the hump. And I don't know if it will affect Travis Ford staying, because I'm pretty sure he had plans on using these guys who's not playing right now and have them on the floor. But, I mean, I do see what he's doing in regards to the recruiting. You're seeing better talent. You're not just seeing whatever guy. You're seeing better guys coming to the team, but you just don't know what they have in store because of these other 3 guys who are currently going through this investigation right now. So, Smoooth still has a lot of work to do. Now, that was college. Up next, the NBA. Let's go ahead and do the West in regards to the standings. Go ahead, Siddall.
All right, as always, we're going to start with the best in the West, but we're going to start with the worst. We're going to start with the Kings.
No surprise.
Yeah, 15. Yeah, anyway. 14, we got the Grizzlies.
No surprise.
13, Mavericks.
No surprise.
12, Lakers. Which
Definitely not surprised.
11, the Suns.
Yeah.
10, Jazz. 9, them bad boys and Clippers.
West Side Bangers.
West Side Bangers Clippers. Number 8, the Nuggets. Number 7, the Trailblazers. Number 6, the Pelicans.
Okay.
Number 5, look who's coming up.
They're coming up now.
Number 4, the Timberwolves. Number 3, the Spurs. Number 2, the Rockets. Okay. And number 1, of course, Golden State Warriors.
Just look out for the Clippers. They're definitely on the rise. The Lakers have been playing better since Lonzo Ball has came back. So watch out for them as well. Not saying they're going to make the playoffs or anything, but Lonzo Ball is making noise. He's getting more confidence in this game. His jumper is improving. So, and like I said, ever since he's been back, the team has been winning.
And LeVar Ball's still talking.
Well, even
that boy ain't never going to stop.
Even when he's in Lithuania, they still going to
talk in his sleep.
He going to still.
We on the same page.
We here.
Yeah.
But, and also breaking news, Kawhi Leonard is going to be out indefinitely due to a quad issue.
Oh,
no. Yeah.
Uh-oh. There goes Spurs.
Yeah.
He already. Where they at right now? Number 3. All right, I predict the number 5.
Pelicans, they also are on a roll. 3-game winning streak.
They're like butter because they're on a roll.
There we go.
Thank you, Stuart Scott. Rest in heaven, man.
Rest in heaven. Man. But at the end of the day, it's going to still be all about them Warriors. And I'll break that down in a minute. In the East, number 15, the Hawks. 14, Magic. 13, Nets. 12.
We ain't going to talk about that.
Now, the Bulls have won. They have won 3 in a row.
They won 3 in a row.
Zach LaVine has been
playing. Zach LaVine has come back. He's back now.
They are already saying that they want him to be the face of the franchise.
Okay.
See, that just made me mad again because the face of the franchise should have been James Butler, but
coulda, woulda, shoulda, man.
Just number 11, Hornets. Number 10, Knicks. Number 9, 76ers. Number 8.
How the 76ers, but
number 8, Pistons. Number 7, Bucks. Number 6, Pacers. Number 5, Wizards. Now check this out, y'all. Listen to this closely. Number 4, the Heat. 4 games behind.
4 is the Heat.
I'm sorry, 8 games behind. They were 1 game behind third place Cleveland Cavaliers. Number 2, Raptors.
They love second place, man.
Number 1. That's not good. Number 1, Boston. But
they haven't moved in second place for all year.
But Cleveland.
Y'all see my face? Wait, what symbol was that? I did not. Did I hear that?
They are in the West.
They're in the West.
They're number 4.
Oh, they're number 4.
Yes.
See, Bulls could have been number 4.
Right. So, going back once again, the Heat and the Heat and Cavaliers, they're 1 game apart from each other. Heat are playing some ball. A team that's not playing ball right now loses a 4 straight. Last 10 games, they won only 2, lost 8 games. The confidence is leaving Believe Land right now.
Wait a minute. There was a week or so ago where you were saying, hey, man, this team has got energy. I mean, what happened?
The energy got zapped.
Now, you were telling me before the show there was some controversy with someone holding the ball.
Yes.
Too long?
Yeah.
What is
on
this?
camera, we were talking about that one.
Yeah.
Because that was your hot topic.
Yeah.
Oh, well, yeah. It's been my mind trails sometimes.
My
folks.
mind. No, let me stop.
Grandpa Siddall is getting old, guys.
I'm getting old, y'all.
Yeah, it's a lot of turmoil that's possibly brewing in Cleveland. And I'm gonna say this now, and I hate to say it, but if they don't make a big trade, I mean a big trade, Cleveland will not get out of the East.
Ooh.
BS.
I'm saying it now because
BS.
over the last 3-4 seasons since LeBron James has been back in Cleveland, one thing you can definitely say that they can do, if the offense wasn't clicking, they still had that defense. Their defense is almost dead last right now.
Mm.
And without having a solid defensive foundation, it doesn't matter how many points you score. Other teams are going to score double more than what you scored.
But how many times does the Cavaliers have to have a big trade? That seems like they need a big trade every year.
Yep.
It's like every year they need some kind of big trade.
And it's going to continue to happen that way until they know for sure that LeBron James is going to actually stay.
Do they have an identity at all besides LeBron James?
Nope.
They don't. Truthfully, they don't.
They got LeBron and a whole bunch of other people.
That's bad.
And, like we said before, Isaiah Thomas, he just been back for only 5 games. He doesn't have his legs yet. They really practice, so he doesn't get that full game experience in regards to getting his stamina right. It's going to be a process. Maybe the All-Star game would be like the best thing for them, the All-Star weekend. Get a couple of days off and kind of get your, things back together. But right now, I'm not sure Dwayne Wade's happy. J.R. Smith hasn't been playing inspired ball at all.
That's because he's been drinking and smoking.
You got, you're hearing about rumors where Tristan Thompson could be going to the different team now.
That's because Khloe Kardashian is in his ear.
Yeah, ever since they've been hooked, they hooked up.
Reason for everything.
Right.
I'm like finna act like the Cavs ain't finna be in the finals for like the 8th straight year.
Ever since they hooked up, his game really hasn't been the same.
It's the Kardashian curse.
Zapped his energy.
Iman Shumpert, he's been hurt. What you gonna say?
They're like she's like the Kardashians are like the Monstars. They zap the energy of the NBA players.
Look, talking about Iman Shumpert being hurt. You know who his wife is? Tiana Taylor. I would stay hurt. Stay at home.
Maybe it's the liquor.
It's something. But Tiana. Lord. All right, come on.
Byron.
Keep going. I got something for everything. Come on.
Let's see. Who else? Now, Jeff Green has been one of the highlights. So nothing bad against him. He been balling.
His number's weird. I got to talk on the other side. I don't know.
There we go. His number's weird. Once again, LeBron James has been getting some heat. Word sources saying once again that maybe he holds the ball too long.
You're gonna get heat when you're the greatest player in the world.
World. And most recently,
in the words of one of my favorite former wrestlers, he is the best in the world. To add on the other one, at what he does.
At what he does.
And most recently, they played the Golden State Warriors, and just seeing that game.
Okay, at that point, LeBron was not the best in the world. I don't know what LeBron was doing. He was.
I'm telling you, it goes back.
There was a play where he flopped, and it was like clearly a WWE sale, where he got hit, and he's like, "Oh my god!" And he's rolling around on the court and stuff. And Draymond Green was like, "Man, what?"
Oh no, unless he did it again. I remember that video. I think that was an old play.
Was it an old
like
play?
a couple years ago? Because he fell out real good.
Now check this out. Kyle Korver only had 3 points in 21 minutes. Let's see.
Say that again.
Kyle Korver, the 3-point marksman, only had 3 points in 21 minutes.
That was the one free he got off.
Jay Crowder, 7 points in 21 minutes. Kevin Love had a good game. J.R. Smith, 8 points.
Isaiah had 19.
Jeff Green only had 6 off the bench, but he played 26 minutes. D-Wade only had 10 points. So you're not getting a lot of production. And then, once again, the defense starts to fade away against elite teams. And just off the fact of seeing this last game, it goes back to our conversation we had about, is Kevin Durant ready to take over?
Nope. You can't get up to Durant.
Why not?
You can't.
Why not?
Because Durant went about it the
I
easy way.
disagree with you, man.
Durant went about it the easy way.
You.
So if Durant was still OKC, would y'all be willing to say that right now? Nope. Durant took the easy way. He only getting all that talk because he's in Golden State. That brother was still in OKC with that same squad that he had. That he blew a 3-1 lead too.
But look at though.
But look at nothing.
For most of the season.
But no,
your marksman, Steph Curry, was out.
Right.
Who was carrying that team?
Right.
How can you fake carrying a team?
He still ain't carrying no team, man. He ain't doing it by himself like LeBron did. That brother still got all them other players. You acting like Livingston ain't doing nothing. You acting like Iguodala ain't doing nothing. You acting like Green ain't doing nothing. You acting like ain't none of the other players doing nothing. Come on now. Can we go back to when LeBron was carrying? Can we go back to when LeBron was carrying the team? Name another team on that Cleveland team other than LeBron that was holding that weight. I'll wait.
No, Kyrie Irving.
No. I'm talking about before he left the first time.
I mean, but the first time he never got the ring.
He didn't.
He made a move.
But he was carrying that team.
But
he could,
he was in the same boat as Kevin Durant was.
No. Because Kevin Durant had Russell Westbrook. And then a whole other team of bench players and Harden. And then after that, you had Steve Adams. And then after that, you still had other role players on that bench. LeBron, before he left for Miami, carrying that Cavalier team was LeBron. The only other brothers I know is Mo Williams, because it's Mo Williams, and Delonte West because of that mess that happened.
That's true. I mean, like I said, I'm not going to compare. Yeah. Who was the best in between that period or whatever.
That was that period though.
You know what I'm saying?
That's that period. We talking about now.
All I'm saying is right now is in regards to taking over the crown. Kevin Durant is coming for that crown.
You can't take over if you don't make or break a team.
I'm gonna end this right now. What happened the last time Kevin Durant faced LeBron James?
What is that website?
What we talking about? Like, we talking about a regular game or like the finals?
Oh, no, regular game.
Or a regular game?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Just a couple weeks ago. Christmas. What happened?
I mean, they played before then, though. Well, after that. All right, here we go. Fangraphs. Okay. Hold on. We're pulling up the stats.
Yeah.
Let's pull up these stats. See, at the platform, we're going to end this. We're going to settle this right now.
All I'm saying.
With numbers.
All I'm saying.
This is strictly baseball. So.
Man, they said he on strictly baseball.
Right.
Smoooth.
I wasn't trying to do all that.
Get it together.
Last time I checked, the eye test didn't look good for LeBron James against Kevin Durant in Christmas. Explain that.
LeBron James has only lost 4 games to Kevin Durant in his career.
That's old.
Oh, that's old?
Yeah.
How old is that?
That's 2 years.
That's old. Lord. Because I did see that Durant is 7-2 against LeBron right now with Golden State.
Yeah.
Durant right now.
That was the main thing that I want to bring up.
Golden State.
Is that
before that, brother was getting thrashed.
And see,
lost the finals. Basically got swept in the finals.
Now,
you gave up the first game, but then you lost. But then you came back to win 4.
But it goes back to what we talked about to Lee a few weeks ago. Once you get that taste of a championship, your whole mentality changes. Because now your whole game is going. You're going to be more aggressive. Mm-hmm. You're going to be more determined to keep that defend your title, and you hungry for more success. That's how Durant has been playing recently against LeBron James. Like, he is coming out every game, and we discussed this.
Sure did.
Every time he wants to face LeBron James on defense, while Jay Crowder faces Kevin Durant. LeBron doesn't really step up to the moment against Kevin Durant. I don't know what's going on. I don't know.
He's scared to get shown up.
Can I tell y'all something?
Go ahead.
This is the regular season.
It's the same thing that happened in the finals.
Yes.
LeBron James did not face Kevin Durant.
The NBA finals.
He guarded Draymond Green the whole series.
I mean,
your best guy, your best defender must defend your best. The team's best offensive scorer. Kobe Bryant, he will face your best scorer. Jordan,
without question.
Man, all right.
No question, no blinking.
It was an old Jordan story when Gary Payton was a rookie.
You know Gary Payton loved to talk.
Gary Payton talked all that stuff. Jordan, very first game he ever met, Jordan said, I want that kid right there. Pointing at Gary Payton. Shut him down and scored about 30 plus points that game. And Jordan talked nothing but mess. That's what players do, man. What great players do.
Yeah.
And if everyone
Stone
knows,
Cold Killer, man.
Everyone knows LeBron James is the best defender on the Cavaliers team. Take that matchup.
Do it.
That's
Take the moment.
And I'm always.
It's almost like dude, Mark Robinson. What his name is?
Marcus Robinson.
Marcus Robinson.
Marcus Williams.
Marcus Williams.
Williams. Sorry.
I ain't never gonna forget that brother, man. Ain't nobody gonna forget that brother.
It's just like him. He didn't seize the moment.
Yeah.
He was playing not to mess up. LeBron James plays not to be embarrassed when he plays against Kevin Durant.
Right. And I don't know what's going on with him.
Until he shows me otherwise.
I don't know what's going on with him, but it just seems like LeBron, he has his moments in which, he's electrifying and whatnot. But it seems like there's some moments that he's just not as engaged. And maybe it's the regular season. We'll see. But this Cavaliers team has not played inspired ball in about three weeks now. They recently had like a 15-game winning streak.
Yeah.
Well, now you about to have the way you playing, you about to have a 15-game losing streak. That's how, and in past years it wasn't a really big issue because, like I said, they would play good defense usually. They had chemistry. This team right now still lacks chemistry, and that's going to hurt their ranking in the standing. And the confidence, you're hearing a lot of things that you haven't really heard in the past about this team, and that's going to be a real concern. When you're hearing about, he's not passing. There's too many agendas on the team. Too many guys who want to do this for numbers or whatever. And LeBron ain't passing the ball or we ain't having enough practice. These are things that's not usually been the issue with Cleveland. But this year, and with the rise of Boston, and
Kyrie and Taboo on that
and
team?
Speaking of which, word was LeBron James didn't want Kyrie to get traded.
Oh, I don't.
So if that was the truth, that shows you he didn't want Kyrie to get traded. That was the word because he knew what Kyrie brought to the team, and look what he's doing with Boston. No one, people we were saying, can Kyrie really carry a team?
And I believed he could.
Mm-hmm.
I really did.
Yeah. And just seeing how he's like the leader of Boston now. Everyone follow his lead. I don't know, man.
That's what he wanted. So he got what he wanted.
He got what he wanted. And he's getting success. He's
paying dividends right now.
Yeah. So right now he's looking very, very smart right now. But right now there is a high concern for the Cavaliers, and it's not going to change unless they make a big move. It's going to have to happen.
I'm gonna say this now. There's always high concern. There was high concern with the Cavs last year too.
I didn't see it last year because
you don't remember last year they had a losing streak last year too. There was talk going on.
But last year, who did you fear last year? But in the East,
Cavs.
No, I'm talking about if you're the Cavs, who did you fear?
Yeah.
Oh, in the East.
Yeah.
In the words of Keith Sweat.
You can't say that this year.
You can't say it.
You can't say it this year. I mean, Toronto is playing much better now. Much better.
Celtics.
The Pacers, they're playing so much better now. Boston, these teams, the Heat, these teams are hungry. They,
and the Bucks is a hungry team right now.
These past few years, teams, not saying they were scared, but the confidence really wasn't that high in regards to beating the Cavaliers. Right now, to this point, teams are saying, "Bring it on, Cavaliers."
This is right now because they're in a slump. They're not going to stay in this slump.
We'll see.
Yeah,
come April.
Like I said, we are living in a world. We are living in a world.
They're gonna get it together.
We're living in a time in which a lot of crazy things are happening right now.
Yeah, what a time.
I'm just saying.
Look,
What a time.
Look, I'm gonna tell you this because I made a post about this last year. One thing that's not gonna change is the fact that it's gonna be Cleveland and Golden State in the finals for how many years? It's been 3. They're gonna do it for 4 more years. They're gonna have a 7-year series.
And like he said,
a 7-game series.
Like he always say when he chooses
49 games.
When he always chooses a pick, but then he'll say, "I still want this team to win." Though.
No, I ain't saying that.
I'm saying I hope you're right.
Yeah, because at the end of the day, we all want what we want, but you got to face reality. And so that's why you got to face reality that it's not the same. It's not the same Cavaliers fired team.
It's not.
Why we got to face reality when Golden State ain't facing reality? Golden State right now is living in a fantasy. That's basically what they doing.
At first place,
they won two rings of the last 3 years. How is that a fantasy?
They living in a fantasy right now because you basically have a team.
They won.
This team is one championship away from being a dynasty. How is that a fantasy?
They won championship away. They got to get it first.
But they're
keep in mind they were 73-9.
They're in position.
I don't put it past the Warriors to mess up because 73-9 don't mean a thing without the ring.
That squad.
So with that squad, they wasn't even 73-9 though.
That's the point. You have Kevin Durant on that team now.
I'm tell you what.
That's a problem.
He isn't much in denial as much as I am in denial that the Patriots are a dynasty.
Yeah, he is.
I don't want to believe it either.
I just don't get him that respect, and the only reason I don't get him that respect is because of Kevin Durant. That's the only reason I don't give him that respect.
And that was my issue. Earlier we started doing the platform talk show. Sure did.
Kevin Durant, Durant. Look, I'm saying that right now. Kevin Durant will never have my respect.
That was one of the first big hot debates that we had.
Oh yeah,
it was.
I'm gonna have to go back there.
I'll check it out. Yeah, we'll find the date.
It was like is Durant ruined the NBA?
Yeah. Yes, Durant ruined the NBA, and people try to compare that to LeBron.
About that.
No. Yeah, I mean, it doesn't compare to what LeBron did.
Kevin Durant, if you ever watch this, you don't have my respect. I know it don't matter.
But remember, we made that argument before all the craziness of the offseason happened.
Yeah. So
you still ain't got my respect. That's that.
Very, very interesting. Very interesting. So up next,
if he don't win, he'll leave again.
Up next, real quick.
Question: am I talking about LeBron or KD? This summer gonna be interesting. Stay tuned, folks.
Let's go ahead. And even real quick, like LeBron James, he may go ahead and leave Cleveland because he hasn't. It's clear if it's true that he said that he did not like Kyrie Irving leaving. He always doesn't like Dan Snyder. His name's Dan Snyder. Is that his name?
Dan Snyder, yeah.
He already doesn't like him already from years back when he left Cleveland and Snyder left that ridiculous.
Dan Gilbert.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, there we go. Sorry.
I say Dan Snyder Gilbert is the Nickelodeon producer to the Stars.
No, he's the owner of the Redskins. Dan
there
Snyder.
You go. Yeah.
So Dan,
I'm thinking of no, that's a Dan Snyder. Well, it's 2 Dan Snyders. He might be the same guy.
But Gilbert. There we go. Excuse me.
Yeah.
LeBron, he really haven't forgave him from that letter that he posted about LeBron.
Yeah, it was a scathing letter too.
Yeah.
I mean, look,
it's not a lot of good vibes between management
Clevelander
and LeBron James, and that's not a good look for you. Look, I'm just saying.
If you were a Clevelander, you weren't happy when LeBron left the first time. Wasn't nobody happy. They tore that banner down. They burned jerseys. They burned down bars. It was crazy.
It was.
All for just one man.
It was because they all had their hopes, that he'll do it. Right. But LeBron saw the biggest thing. LeBron saw the bigger picture. He knew that he couldn't do it with ownership not bringing in the right players. He had to go ahead and do his best. And here's the whole thing: people forget about this. At the end of the day, when you're a professional, you sign a contract. It's still about business.
Right.
At the end of the day. It's not personal. Yeah, I love Cleveland, whatever else. But at the end of the day, it's still about what is going to propel me to get a ring. And that's what Durant did.
Yeah.
And I had to get to the realization, especially when
No.
Now,
I can't let you get by with that.
Now,
he was right. No.
Now, hold on. Wait.
I can't let that slide.
Especially now, it would have been different if, let's say, Golden State won, but Curry won an MVP, and Durant was kind of like riding the coattails. Durant took over that freaking
He
series.
sure did.
He took over that series. He owned that series.
He wasn't sitting back. You gotta admit that.
You know that.
You got to.
Whether
say
you like it or
He
not,
took over that
Durant
series.
took over that
Last year.
series. This past NBA
Yeah.
Finals.
sorry.
Yeah.
You know what I gotta say to that?
He was also playing good in that Western Conference final the year before that. And then he lost.
He wasn't playing as good because
He was playing good for those 3
He
games,
shied
and
away.
then they choked.
he shied away. Yeah, he choked. He shot.
hard.
I mean, but guess who also choked? The very first NBA Finals with the Miami Heat. The first year. Guess who also choked?
At least he made it there.
Nah.
He made it there.
Don't give me that.
Okay, I know.
He's trying to find a way.
Uh,
Sorry.
some disaster happened.
Wait a minute. It's good.
Oh my God!
Oh my
Somebody pull it up.
God.
Did it happen yet? Did it happen on last thing? God,
That would have been like all bad.
Oh man.
you know what's crazy?
Yeah.
My cup would have survived the ground.
Uh-oh.
That's the thing here. The platform surviving the ground.
Surviving the ground.
But hey, this is why we have this show, man. It gives us a platform
There you go.
to just get these
Kevin
out.
Durant, you do not have my respect.
There we go. Just get that out there.
Up next.
Up next.
West Coast hockey.
Yes.
No, I'm sorry, East Coast hockey.
What's are you?
East
No,
Coast.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. You got the West Coast all the time, don't you?
Yeah.
Go ahead.
What's
My
up?
bad. My bad.
All right, we got the West Coast, and of course, my favorite division there for some reason is the Pacific Division.
There you go.
The who? The who?
2 weeks in a row, he got it right.
The Pacific Division.
Spell it.
Let me read these things.
Pacific Control.
Oh, this show about to turn left. A sharp left too, man. But we gonna get it right back on course with the Coyotes at last place
Woo.
in this division.
Lord.
Uh-oh.
Off the face. Off the face.
Right? Peace.
I gotta watch that.
Right.
Okay. All right. Going back. Coyotes, last place. They're done. Canucks.
Point blank, period.
Canucks, they are 42 points. Oilers, 43.
Oh, I was
Ducks,
reading the wrong thing.
49.
I'm looking like they 46-10. No, that's wrong.
The LA Kings, we got 53 points. The Flames are 54 points. Sharks, 54. And Golden
They
Knights,
are balling.
the expansion team with 61 points.
Most points in the
I went
West.
backwards, but that's what we're
Hey, I
doing
feel
it
you.
right
Go
now.
ahead. Do your thing.
In the Central Division, Blackhawks did last.
Yeah, let's stay there.
50 points.
Stay there.
Sorry.
Avalanche,
Chicago. No, I ain't.
I'm not sorry.
I ain't sorry, not sorry.
Right.
Just don't talk
Avalanche
about
with
my Blues.
51. Wild with 53. The Stars with 55. Blues, get it together, 57 points. Predators, 58. And the Winnipeg Jets, 59.
And
Weren't they at 57 last week?
See, look at you. You on it.
See?
Well, no. They won 57 last week.
Oh,
Nah.
Sorry.
thought I had it.
You almost there, though.
They dropped.
We admire you following hockey a little bit more.
Yeah.
But in the
Better than me.
Metropolitan Division on the East Coast, Hurricanes 48, Flyers 48, Islanders 50, Penguins 51, Rangers 51, Blue Jackets 53, Devils 54, Cowboys leading the Metropolitan Division with 59, and in the Atlantic Division, Sabres, oh my God, 31.
Ooh.
I want to say that's like the worst,
That's gotta be
the lowest points
one.
of all the CLMC.
Not like the Coyotes. Coyotes got 28.
Oh, there we
God,
go.
saving
Okay.
grace.
Senators 39, Canadians 42, Panthers 42, Red Wings 43, Maple Leafs 54, Bruins 56, Lightning 65.
Running
Points.
everybody.
Good God.
Who run it?
Right.
Who run it?
Running.
Mm.
Just calm down.
So, Major League Baseball. It's that time of year, man.
Oh, yeah.
It's that time. It's coming.
It's that time of year where the
2
Cardinals is going to go third place
Oh Lord. 2
in the
weeks.
division.
2 weeks until
We'll take third place.
they report
Now,
to Jupiter for spring training along with all the other teams in Major League Baseball. But there have been some moves, over the last couple of days.
what
move.
What move?
Oh, no, this ain't related to the Cardinals at all.
Of course not.
That's the issue, huh?
Yeah.
That's one mad brother.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But one move in
Yeah,
particular
man.
did affect the Cardinals in regards to the team that he left. Garrett Cole is now playing. It's not going to be playing with the Houston Astros.
Right.
Okay.
So that's one out the way.
As long as he don't go to the Cubs.
Another guy just happened the other day. Andrew McCutchen got traded from the Pirates to the Giants.
To the Giants. Just like another
He didn't even know.
Just like another former Pirate that got traded.
What? Wait.
Went to the Pirate from the Giants.
Yes.
They
Yes.
traded him.
Word
See
is
what happened when you cut your dreads, Andrew?
Word is
Get
that
big money.
Well, he cut it for
Andrew-
charity.
Word is that Andrew Harrison from the Pirates, he wants to get traded now too. Because
He
now
plays outfield, doesn't he?
no second base. He's an infielder.
Okay.
But word is that now that the Pirates have officially announced that they are basically rebuilding,
Oh boy.
Because man,
McCutchen, Garrett
McCutchen
Cole,
is synonymous with Pirates baseball.
right,
Yeah.
right, everything he done for the city.
So was Barry Bonds.
Yeah, what happened there?
Yeah.
But yeah, so with them looking like they're doing a rebuild,
Barry Bonds 2.0.
he
Without the steroids.
right.
Yeah, hopefully.
Right. But yeah, without them having McCutchen no more, Harrison no more. I mean not Harrison, but Garrett Cole no more. Harrison's like, hey, I want to go ahead and bounce now because I feel like I'm wasting my time here. Christian Yelich from Miami Marlins, he wants to leave the Marlins now after they let go of Ozuna, who now plays with the Cardinals.
He signed
Stanton left.
$1 million deal.
D. Gordon left. So he wants to leave too, along with JT Real Muto, excuse me. So a lot of moves are happening right now in baseball. And the
That's the problem,
Cardinals made one move, maybe 2 or 3.
We got some. Not as many as you want, but they moving.
That's
They done
the
turned the
issue.
Rubik's Cube like 2 times.
Right.
Okay? Out of 378. But they turning
A
it.
broken clock is right 2 times a day.
Uh-oh. Break it down.
Not if one of the hands fall off. Oh, wait.
Yeah.
So going to the Cardinals, I'm going to go ahead and let you see the screen as well. They recently had their yearly winter warm-up.
I always like to win a warm up.
Yeah, you know, it's kind of like that. It's kind of like that. It's their prelude to baseball's coming back.
Mm-hmm.
So they all come down to the Hyatt Regency hotel at my old job. They all come down to the hotel, and what the heck that's doing? Update. I want to update right now. Sorry about that, y'all. But anyway, they all come down to the Hyatt Regency Riverfront hotel and engage in activities with fans for 3 days, from Saturday, Sunday, and Monday. Usually it's like MLK weekend they do this.
Yeah.
And a lot of guys come in. It was the first time that Marcell Ozuna was being introduced to St. Louis, and he heard about the fans, but when he came through, he was straight blown away by
Yeah,
the
it sounds
love.
like he really truly wants to be here. And I think didn't he sign an extension?
No, not yet.
Not yet?
He actually won his well, not won, but you know they have arbitration cases.
Arbitration, yeah.
And the Cardinals rewarded him with like I think $9 million.
Yeah, I do $9 million.
Yeah.
Okay.
So he got that going.
Does he really need the bonus when you give him $9 million?
I mean, he's entitled to it.
I mean, yeah. But
Yeah,
you know,
because he
Will you take an extra $9 million?
Yeah.
Yeah. So,
But then, but I feel like I get that $9 million right now. They might try to stretch that bonus out throughout a couple of years.
man, they gonna need him. They gonna stretch it out.
Yeah. But a couple
They gonna
points
be
that I
both.
want to highlight. One is, once again, the Cardinals made the big move to get Ozuna, get that power bat. He'll be fourth in the lineup playing left field.
That is a great move.
Lou Gregerson, they got him. They announced, surprisingly, that he's going to be the closer, which is not really appealing to a lot of the St. Louis Cardinal fan base. Maybe that's just a prelude to maybe some other moves behind the scenes that could happen. We don't know. But there's been a lot of frustration, especially from this guy here, that we haven't seen.
What's crazy is that
More
whole yawn
moves.
seemed extremely realistic. Like, I believe it was a real yawn, like placed right there.
Yeah.
But it was
Yeah,
fake. So that
he's
kinda
been
just
very impatient.
fake stuff.
Do you want to hear the bad news first or the good
okay
news
news?
first?
Bad news. Hey,
Okay.
why not?
His favorite manager said that he's pondering having the starting lineup begin with Dexter Fowler, Tommy Pham, Matt Carpenter, and Marcel Ozuna.
Matt Carpenter is not a power hitter.
The biggest issue is right there.
What are you?
That's the biggest issue right there. The Matt Carpenter. Well, let me ask you this question: who has been the best leadoff hitter in all of baseball over the last 5 years?
Who?
Matt Carpenter.
Now you knew that, Smooth. Why in God's green earth does Mike Matheny know this? Why?
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 He feels like he can. The lineup can have more balance when you have a switch hitter up top, with the righty next with Pham, lefty with Carpenter, righty for the next 3 or 4 guys with Ozuna, DeYoung, Molina. Then maybe a lefty with Carpenter and then the pitcher spot.
That's great if you're playing 2K, but this is real baseball, and you're dealing with real people with real skill levels. And
I gotta let you know, 2K don't make Major League Baseball no more. It's PlayStation exclusive, and it'll be the show.
I love that game too.
It's a great game.
Love it.
even
I'm
more
ready for
so,
18. I'm still
even more so,
I got
you
to
do that on
With
the
the
show.
Cardinals.
You do that on the show. You don't do that in the actual show.
Yeah, and I do have an issue with that. I know he wants to get Fowler back to his normal spot.
He's doing his old tricks again. His old favors.
But Matt Carpenter has a proven record that he only bats good in one spot of the lineup, and that's leadoff. Dexter Fowler showed you this past year, when healthy, that he has power numbers.
He does.
And he can produce in that three hole. Maybe even have him in the 2 hole and then have Pham bat 3 and then have Ozuna bat 4th. So that's my biggest frustration in regards to Matheny is the numbers are right there for you.
He's always trying to fit a square peg into a round hole all the time. Don't go there. Watch yourself. Watch yourself.
My cousin preached about that on Sunday. That's crazy.
Yeah, but yeah, I'm glad you went that way. But anyway,
And then he said a round peg in a square hole. Wait, is that what you said? You said square and a round.
yeah,
Okay, then he said round and a square as well. It just won't fit.
just won't fit. And
It's not a good fit.
it's only thing I gotta say is fire Matheny.
I was just
Please.
about to say that. I was about to say the only thing that'll make this brother happy
Please,
is if you let Matheny
fire
go.
this man. Fire this man. It's gonna happen. It's gonna happen. It's gonna happen. It's gonna happen this season. He's gonna get fired. And in the end of this season, he's gonna get fired because he's gonna be another 3rd place team, 4th place team.
But if you fire him, don't you have to go through the process of finding another guy?
Yes, please.
Who's to say they're not going through that process right now?
They've done everything, but that's the thing.
I mean, they gotta announce it.
They've gotten all of these new coaches. They've done all of this work around, but the one thing they needed to do, and that's fire this guy.
I mean,
Let this guy go, man.
we can't
Cut the tree at the root. What does unspoken say? You gotta cut a tree at the root.
So you gotta cut a dead tree at the root.
You gotta cut a dead tree
Shout
at
out
the root.
unspoken.
Unspoken.
I love you. Sometimes you just
gotta-
gotta cut these.
Oh, you gotta cut these coaches off.
There you go.
Cut that off.
Snip, snap.
You gotta cut the. You gotta see. I almost said it the right way. You gotta cut them off.
Sometimes you gotta cut these. Wait, what Jesse Jackson say about Obama? Sometimes you just gotta cut it.
Yeah, we got live mics, so we can't say that.
You gotta laugh.
We got live mic too.
Yeah.
So what's the good news?
All right. The good news. Who was our favorite player last year?
Bam.
This man
Tommy Pham.
has goals. Hashtag goals. Last year, his goal was to be 20-20. 20 homers, 20 stolen bases.
Are he going for 30 this year?
This year, he already stated he's going for 30-30.
Go for it, man.
And he will be the first ever Cardinal player to accomplish that feat if he does it.
Wow. And you know what? And to think of it, even back in the 80s where they were stealing bases left and right, Whitey ball, they wasn't hitting
power-wise.
They wasn't hitting power-wise. So yeah, that'd be awesome, man.
Yeah, and here's the thing. Here's an attitude. Here's an article that I was looking at. Excuse me. It's in regards to his attitude.
Here's the attitude.
Right.
Attitude.
But after his breakout season last year, remember how we talked about how he was like the main guy that had that attitude, like.
He did say attitude. He was right.
You know what I'm saying? Like he was the main guy that he didn't care who you were. Like, hey, if we ain't playing right, we got to get ours together. You know, Adam Wainwright recently after the winter warm-up stated that during the season, Tommy Pham rose up and basically confronted each guy, like called him out.
That's what you got to do.
Got to.
And that's what I was saying last year. Like,
because the coach was somewhere in the corner, cowering, probably, not doing nothing.
Let me.
That Tommy Pham dude.
He was in the fetal position.
Yeah, he was in the fetal position.
Let me. If y'all don't mind, I want to read this real quick.
Go ahead, read it smooth.
This is what Adam Wainwright said at the winter warm-up meeting. He said last year, Tommy stood up in the middle of the clubhouse one time and just started yelling at folks, and guys are looking at him like, hey, are you going to say something to stop him? Wainwright was like, man, absolutely not. I love that about this guy. He's 29 years old.
He's still young.
He's 29 years old or whatever he was, not even a year in the big show or in the show. He's got the stones to stand up and call out an entire big league clubhouse full of a bunch of guys that are divas and go right at them. Man, I love that. He brings an attitude to our team that we need, that competitive drive that we need. If we had a full team of Tommy Pham,
we'd be going to the World Series each and every year.
That's the kind of fire.
Just by pure enthusiasm, man.
That's the kind of fire that we've been missing from this team over the last three or 4 years. Because we were saying how Tommy Pham would even say to himself, he said, yeah, it looks like this team got used to losing.
Yeah. And we were all down on Hayward when he left and what he said about Cubs kind of taking jabs at the Cardinals.
He saw it.
But he was telling the truth.
He saw it.
I still hate him.
He was telling the truth.
But I get what he was saying.
Yeah, you can't hate the truth, man.
Right. He always
can, but that's
you can't hate the truth, but you gotta accept it at some point.
He didn't see no. It's kind of like what Stanley was saying. Like he didn't see no positive direction. Not you, Giancarlo.
Because I was so like,
but he didn't.
I did make the mistake that one time.
He did.
It's like, well, Josh Stanton need to come.
Right. But yeah, Tommy.
I think I saw it too. I was like, no, he ain't talking about it.
Tommy Pham, in 1 year span, came from a guy who wasn't even. He didn't even make the team.
No, he had to be worked.
And now he's been considered as the leader of the team.
How about that?
He's got the stones.
Sometimes when you bring up new blood and they perform and you play them, hey, sometimes they perform well.
Look what happens
to the head.
I'll be golly.
To the office of the Cardinals. Can we please make Kelsey Siddall a happy man? Fire Mike Matheny.
Fire Mike Matheny.
Within the week, please. Because
I got a hashtag when the season starts.
Yeah.
Fire Matheny.
Matter of fact,
we gonna make that go viral.
Matter of fact,
Fire Matheny.
Opening night, we gotta make sure we get you a T-shirt made that has hashtag
Fire Matheny.
I'll get him an official Josh
I will go to the game with the Fire Matheny T-shirt on. Oh yeah.
I would get you an official Josh Stanton shirt.
So some other
and
news.
I'll probably get some high fives too. I'm telling you.
Some other news going on. Who was the one guy outside of Piscotty that always ran into outs on the bases? He would try to take that extra base, go home or go to third, and he would always get gunned down.
Oh, what's his name? Martinez?
No. Matt Carpenter.
Yeah. I was getting there.
He stated that he did some studying over the season, and he's going to change up his philosophy, and he's several trying to be aggressive, like he was trying to be when he don't have no speed. He's focused on being more opportunistic, meaning that realize your situation instead of just going out and running and say, I'm going to go ahead and take this base. Look and see how the ball is being played by the defender. Also, which is going to be very key.
He has no choice though, because who's the third base coach again?
Now, Okendo.
Okendo ain't playing that. That should be the next head coach of the team. And Jose Okendo should be the next head coach.
Also, you have Willie McGee on staff.
Yeah, and he ain't gonna go for that.
Y'all got Willie
McGee.
So with the coaches and with him doing more research and knowing how to properly read this situation right, we should hopefully see him run to less outs like he did. Because a lot of times,
that's just like when a new teacher, a new principal comes in, you want to straighten up.
Right.
So I won't get in trouble.
And see, that's the whole thing is that everyone knows that Okendo is a no nonsense guy. Same thing with McGee. They hold these guys to high standards. So the base running, the defense, because of Okendo and McGee, should be totally different than what we saw over these last 2 years.
Here's the thought: why not just make Okendo the head coach and Pham?
Because St. Louis Cardinal baseball is like the WWE. They know what you want, but they ain't gonna give it to you.
Exactly.
That's a good point.
Yeah, that's a good point.
That's a good point. One man who isn't happy about his situation, but he understands because he hasn't taken the brass ring and said, I want this, is Juan Grichuk. What has been his biggest flaw?
Striking out.
Exactly. So when you have bona fide, you already know everyday starters, Fowler, Pham, Ozuna, you can't start no more.
He's on a trading block.
And he's not pleased with it. Now, he ain't saying
he's what he's pleased with. He just wasn't producing. So
exactly.
He's
it's on him. It's on him. Let me just read what he said real quick. He was like,
I don't even want to hear what he says.
I don't want to
hear 3 more years of Yadi, man. What we got going here, man? I don't even want to hear that. I don't want to hear that.
Let's see. His message real quick was, I hope they feel confident, meaning Fowler, Pham, and Ozuna. I hope they feel confident in themselves, and you don't want anyone doubting themselves, but hopefully they know I'm there. So those were his words.
I ain't even got to look at his face.
But my whole thing is as you already said before, you had your opportunity.
Wish we had bleepers.
and you didn't do it.
Out. My pastor may be watching. I don't even gonna embarrass the church.
Yeah, so
I'm glad I ain't
going back to not going back, but going to Yadi Molina. Now we talked about beef earlier, remember?
We talking about pork steaks.
Wilson Contreras. He is the catcher for which team? Wilson Contreras.
Where is he at now?
You almost ran the colors.
The Cubs?
No, that's more like Dodger colors.
I don't know.
So
Kansas City.
Yeah, you're right.
Wait, which one?
The Cubs.
The Cubs.
They recently had their own little Cubs convention thing, whatever. And he stated that he's working his game to, of course, be better than Posey and Yadi Molina. He feels that he's on the verge of being better than them.
I mean, hey, you gotta admire that. I mean, he's young guy coming in, ain't it? Those are the two you want to look up to, and I ain't got no problem with that. Got to prove it on field, right? I ain't got no problem with that.
Yadi Molina responds back via Instagram with a photo of him, Buster Posey, and Salvador Perez, basically stating on it. He had it in Spanish.
Okay.
But
What's the translation?
The translation was basically
You mother bleed.
right. Here we
I
go.
was just guessing.
Here we go. I'm pulling up so they can see it. Sorry, guys. I know all y'all like dying to know what was the response back.
See if I can read it.
Here we go. Let's see. Sorry.
I did take 4 years of Spanish in high school.
Me too.
It was Spanish 1 though, so I'm not.
I took Spanish
So-
too.
I'm
I
basic.
got all of it.
He basically says respect the ranks.
Ooh, that's all you gotta say.
Respect the ranks.
He said that's basically what he said. You gotta remember, Yadi and Melina have been here enough years. He part black man.
Yeah.
With
So
some extra additives.
Hey,
Spanish, more beef,
The
more
Latino
beef.
community is just like our cousins. They are really.
I mean, it's more beef, but luckily it's not
Y'all
entertaining.
came from the same place.
So going back to Yadier Molina, he announced that he'll be done in 3 years.
All right.
So it's gonna be interesting. Not saying he's gonna have this farewell tour this year. He shouldn't.
Wait, like done with baseball period?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, thank God.
Because his contract ends in 3 more years. And he says he's gonna
Dang, he been
fulfill his
playing
contract.
for- Good
Yes,
Lord.
he has.
Yeah.
Since 2004.
He been playing since I was a kid, man.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah. Been around for a minute.
That's crazy. Yo,
So 3 more years of Yadi, folks. So enjoy it while you can.
Mhm.
I'm really getting teary out over here. That's crazy.
Yeah, you're man.
Yeah, 3 more years, and that is a wrap. So
Man.
Wait till,
what a great career.
Yeah.
At
Wait
least
till-
he did it all in the Cardinals uniform.
You know what? You know what really got me when Ken Griffey Jr. made the Hall of Fame. I remember when he was coming up,
That's
and
when
he was the kid.
that's when you know
And it's like, okay,
I'm old now.
no. I'm old.
So
I remember when he had the shoe.
Oh, I had the shoe.
oh my lord.
He still got some. They out there.
Exactly.
I still want to. I want another pair of those. I miss those shoes.
I might get one more in my life.
I miss them Griffies, man.
So
Some cold shoes.
this
Did we get
next
to my
topic.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Come on.
You've
This
been waiting
has
for
been
this.
waiting.
I've been waiting.
Let's go. Idiot
Oh, I
of
just go first?
I'm sorry. This is the idiot of the week. Go ahead,
Idiot of
Josh.
the week.
Take over.
All right.
9-9,
Well, you know
2000.
what? Girl, you're working. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm not gonna go with the obvious idiot. My first idiot, because I got two. First idiot is Roman Reigns, WWE Intercontinental Champion Roman Reigns. If you all haven't heard, I'm gonna pull up the article because when I saw it, it shocked me, but not for real, because I knew it had to be something.
I read it too. It's some hearsay.
And breaking
There's some
news.
hearsay
Breaking
that he
news.
was thrown under the bus.
Real quick, breaking news. Auburn just lost in regards to basketball. Remember we talked about they had the 15, 14 game win streak.
Oh dang,
They just lost.
Oh man.
dang.
Like I was saying, you didn't hear me on the mic, but it's some of this was hearsay.
Oh. And on top of that, he just responded to the steroid allegations as well.
Steroid allegations? What?
Oh, yes. Roman Reigns was accused of using a type of steroid. There was a big bust by the DEA this week, and that guy just ran his mouth. He put everybody under the bus. He said it was Roman Reigns and actors Josh Duhamel and Mark Wahlberg.
Mm-hmm.
I wasn't surprised by Wahlberg. He been jacked the past couple of movies. But I'm just off of that. Roman, you idiot. Like, I kind of understand because the pressure is on you because you're saying you're the guy and you kind of got to back it up. But still, you have the Intercontinental Championship right now. That was just stupid. And I feel like WWE already knew about it, which is why they made this match for Raw 25. And I feel like he's going to be rewarded for this steroid thing. Ironically, I feel like what's going to happen is he's going to lose the championship, enter the Royal Rumble at number 30, and win and get that Universal.
He better not be number 30. I know that for sure.
Yeah.
Call that video?
Yeah. That was gonna be some more videos.
Yo, Eli Enigma showed me the funniest post on New Year's. And it was the countdown with the New Year's ball. And then underneath, it was number 30, Roman Reigns. 4, 3, 2, 1, it's Roman Reigns.
Oh, Lord. That's funny.
So, yeah, that's my first idiot of the week.
Okay.
The second and just biggest idiot of the week taking it back to this football. Marcus Williams,
You
are the idiot of the week.
You just made the list.
I was so about to do it, but I don't have a pen. Dang it! Like you decided to play within the rules in probably one of the biggest games of your career. I would have said bump it and tackle him and taking that penalty.
Make a play.
Like make a play. You would have been more respected making the play than you did letting it go. You are the idiot of the week. Like I'm not gonna do you in as bad as social media has. Because let me go to it, because these have just been the funniest things concerning that. Because first there was this one, like that was funny.
Oh, him dancing and he's got
him looking like he doing the shoulder lean. And then
you see the one where he's like dancing on the.
Oh yeah, shout out to my sister Jags.
He's doing the hammer dance. He's doing the Ray Lewis dance.
And then she also sent me this other one.
Oh,
I'll show this to you.
Oh my God.
Oh my God.
That's a proper representation of what happened. So yeah, I say you should have gone for the play. But you know what? What happened happened. And you're the idiot of the week. You cost the Super Bowl. Well, you cost the Super Bowl trip for the Saints. You cost one of our men who ain't here, Kelvin Evans. He at home crying in his Saint blanket.
Right.
You done sent him home crying, playing the sax all slow. You have hurt more than just yourself. The city of New Orleans probably don't want to mess with you. I use that deodorant.
I do too.
It's a great deodorant. We just getting all off topic, but yeah,
it's our show. We can do that.
We can do it.
The platform.
Just make smarter plays. Come on.
We got a plethora of idiots right now, but I'll just bring up one.
Yes, we do.
I'll bring up one, and that's one Jey Uso of the Uso Penitentiary. Jey Uso, one half of the tag team champions, was arrested Sunday for DWI, driving while intoxicated, following a WWE live event in Hidalgo, Texas.
Where in the world is Hidalgo, Texas?
Somewhere in Texas.
But what makes it even worse is that his real name is Joshua.
Joshua Samuel Fatu.
Just making it. Man.
Yeah, I know.
Joshua Brothers.
This is not his first violation. He was stopped with a DUI back in 2011. And again in 2013 for violating his probation by driving with a suspended license. Fool!
That's his twin.
Jimmy Uso, well, dang, they do one and the same.
They both the same. They look alike.
Fools! Stop driving while drunk. It's simple.
I can't.
You're seeing your brother do it. Now you do it.
I can't.
You're the tag team champions.
Sometimes I've had to get home.
Come on, man.
Come on, man.
You putting it, and you're putting other people at risk when you do that, man. You got the whole world in your hands right now. No Bray Wyatt.
I'm about to say Bray Wyatt.
And you let him down.
And now, see, you always talk about the Uso Penitentiary. You get ready to go to the real penitentiary.
Oh man!
You keep up this rate.
All right.
How PG is
Congratulations, Jay. You played yourself.
How PG is this show?
It's more to the PG-17 than it is PG.
I just want to know if I can say damn like Farouk.
Oh yeah. You good. You good. All right. So y'all know Taylor Hendricks.
What does that name sound
I don't know.
The reason why you don't know him is because he don't play sports.
What?
They don't play sports.
Wait, so on a sports show, the idiot of the week don't
Is it
play
no name?
sports?
Yes. Taylor Hendricks is a Philadelphia Eagles fan.
Uh-oh.
He was arrested after being ejected from Lincoln Financial Field, home of the Eagles,
Okay.
during Saturday's playoff game during the Atlanta Falcons. Please ask me why.
Why?
Why, Smooth?
Per Tom Shad of the USA Today, Taylor Hendricks punched a police horse and officer at the stadium following his rejection.
Why was he ejected?
I'm sick of you in this damn horse.
He was formally charged with aggravated assault, illegally taunting a police animal. Like he taunted a horse.
Was he so mad that he just punched the horse?
I'm tired of you. You stupid horse walking around here trotting this stuff, looking like a noble steed. I'm tired of you.
Simple assault and defiant trespassing. Police spokesman Troy Brown wrote in a statement and provided a share that Hendricks was punching the horse in the face,
Multiple times?
the face, the neck, the shoulder area.
Like he was shoulders?
Like it was a
Horses got shoulders?
You know where the arm, neck, leg connected with the
Good Lord. Like, do you not know that this horse at any time?
Why was he pushing the horse?
And the officer on the horse was being struck in the legs before another officer placed Hendricks in custody.
He was using him as like a little heavy bag or something.
Is it bad that all I could think of when you said that somebody on the horse was Samuel Jackson on Django Unchained? I can't say it.
Oh, yeah.
That's all I think of.
That brother on the horse.
Put it up here on that neck.
So, Taylor Hendricks, you are the idiot of the
Matter of fact, I think we can all come to a consensual agreement that you are the idiot of the week.
Yeah, that tops up.
I'm going to say week, month.
Did they say why he was punching his horse?
Because he was mad he got thrown out the game.
Why did he get thrown out the game?
Well, first off, he was drunk.
Okay. Well, that goes without saying. Or he was mentally ill.
Second, he did not even have a ticket to the game.
How the heck did he get in there?
Right. That ain't even his fault. Well, it is his fault.
It is his fault because you got in without being you trespassing. Basically.
It's also the ticket counter's fault because you just let him in.
You stole money.
You stole money and stole some hits off a horse. I say the horse
he
get
stole
his
the horse.
back.
That's what he.
Which leads to my what if.
I say the horse get his licks back.
What if the horse?
No, seriously. What if the horse got fed up and straight kicked him with both his legs and boom?
That would have been the head of. That would have been the end of Hendricks.
Woo!
Tyler Hendricks would have been out of that. Oh, you would have seen his feet flap.
So that's my what if. What if the horse would have retaliated?
Because look, just one of them hoofs right under the chin, that's enough.
And just bam.
That's
a wrap.
Like I know the front legs. You got to get the back first. Then I know they got to lean with it.
Right.
So,
gotta bam.
I bet the horse is like you. Look, they got these. If I see you going, my back, that's a wrap.
Go look up the old school Coke mascot logo.
Oh, Lord.
It'd be just like that.
Right.
Go look up.
So that was my
Wait, you remember that one year Tom Brady
what if
had that edited picture with him riding that old Bronco logo?
Yeah.
And then they lost.
Yeah. So do you have a what if?
What if that would have happened?
Oh, right.
My what if is, what if Marcus Williams would have made that tackle?
Oh, Lord.
I ain't letting it go because he thought he had it too. He was like, gotcha. And Diggs was like, nope. Like,
yeah.
Nope. Denied. Like that.
I think he would have. To answer your question, I think he would have picked up a penalty somehow for hitting them high or hitting a defensive receiver. They would have gotten field goal range, and the kicker would have kicked another game.
So don't you keep saying it as if I'm saying he's gonna be on the ground, be in the air when it happened. No, wait for this brother to come down because he wasn't moving.
No, he was in the air when.
I know he was in the air, but he wasn't moving.
So he got to stop on.
He was a straight up jump, like
yeah.
Straight vertical. When he come down, be waiting on him with hashtag these hands. It's gonna trend on Twitter. Whether we do it or Braun Strowman, it's gonna trend. Matter of fact,
so dog,
trending right now.
Yo, what if?
What if somehow the Philadelphia Eagles and Nick Foles wins this ball game?
That ain't a what if. I told you they going.
How does this happen?
Because faith. I don't know.
How does this happen?
Minnesota just has to choke for real.
I mean, it's not like
That's it. I mean, like Case Keenum got to have his worst game of the whole season.
Yeah.
Like fumble the ball a couple times. That's it. The defense of the Eagles will have to like cause havoc to Case Keenum because that's the reason why I have Jacksonville beating New England. Is that
the great Tom Brady?
The only way to really beat Brady is to have him confused and have him have a hard time getting that ball out of his hand. If your front four causes havoc to Tom Brady and he gets frustrated because he can't throw it to Edelman to Gronk or Amendola or Brandon Cooks, if you keep him not staying at one spot in the pocket, that's all trouble.
I'm getting ready to back you up. The last 2 times Tom Brady lost the Super Bowl to the Giants. Why? Why did he lose?
Straight hand and them boys
came out.
Strahan and them boys. And what was the MO of Michael Strahan's and the Giants defense? What was their strongest point in their defense?
Attacking Tom Brady, attacking the quarterback.
It was their defensive line,
making him uncomfortable because of the defensive line.
O.C. Umenyiora, Strahan.
Yes.
All those
I ain't
guys.
heard that name in forever.
Yeah. Pierre-Paul.
Jason Pierre-Paul.
That was the second time around.
Justin Tuck.
Because the second time it was Tuck and Pierre-Paul, right? Tuck.
Yeah.
And Strahan.
Strahan was the first one.
Okay, Strahan retired after that.
Okay.
But still, that defensive line caused havoc in the backfield. Yeah. And not only that, they stopped the run, too.
Strahan went through the gap.
Oh, gosh. With that being said, what is your...
You already had it.
I have mine.
Okay.
But if Marcus Williams would have made that tackle.
What ifs?
All right. So 2.5 hours.
Yeah.
Straight fun.
Yeah, we knew it was going to be a stacked show when we started.
And we love it,
just based off of this weekend, it was going to be
And having Josh Stanton here.
Of course.
Another
3 weeks in a row, y'all.
Hey.
About to be a part of the 5 times.
And I got a feeling next week we'll probably have Siddall and maybe Eli. Who knows? Super Bowl coming. Well, Super Bowl will be in 2 weeks, so we definitely gotta have a fire show for.
But he said you might have Siddall. His name in the title.
Sorry,
his name in the title.
Sorry, Eli and Kelvin. My bad.
Is this somebody I don't know, man? I'm sorry for whatever I did.
It's a reason I've been here for 3 weeks.
The contract.
No, it's also a reason that my.
So one of them numbers for me. No.
Sorry about that. Kelvin may be back.
It's also a reason.
So Kelvin may be back along with Eli.
Yeah.
Smooth and Stanton.
And right, and Stanton.
Right.
So
that's gonna be a packed out show.
I'm telling you, man. Hey. But we love it. This is what we do.
I'm ready for the on locations.
We love what we do, man.
Right.
I look forward to this every week.
I promise you I do.
Yeah, man.
It's only a few things I look forward to every week. This, Poetic Justice. Wait, that's not every week. Lyrical Therapy. There we go. And The Remedy, which is every week, which I'm not going to be able to go tonight because I got music to work on. Follow me on SoundCloud at Josh Stanton Music. Follow me on Instagram at Josh Stanton Music. I got shirts for sale. That's shirts with an S. You can see them on there. Follow me on Facebook, Josh Stanton. That's where you can see all the stuff. If I see a name I don't know, I know it's from here.
There you go. You already know where to find us at on them internets.
On them internets.
On them worldwide internets.
And once again, it's been a great show. I am Smoooth.
And I am Siddall.
And I'm Stanton.
When it's about sports,
it becomes our business.
Much love to y'all.
Power up on them.